Look out, it's the Backlog Boys.
Virus detected.
Download complete.
Wait. No, I'm just kidding.
Welcome to episode 2.22 of Backlog BoyZ podcast. I am one of your three co-hosts, Colt, the Lightning Bolt. And with me I have... Just Tanner, just go.
Oh, you want me to go?
It doesn't matter.
Hey, it's me, Wenzel. What's up?
And I'm here too. My name is Tan Check Tan.
What is that?
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking a 1911 established strawberry premium small batch hard cider.
Oh, you don't want to drink that? That's expired.
Shut the show your ID to the mic, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm drinking milk.
Oh. That's
Wait,
fucked
you're
up.
20, you're
Why
over
is it carbon?
21.
Why is it in a can?
Why didn't you just show your ID?
Yeah, I guess I am 27. I still get scared. Colt, what are we doing today?
What the fuck? I didn't know how long this was gonna go. Okay.
You know, Wenzel and I can be quiet for several minutes at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
I'm saying
got-
my whole life.
Multiple things to talk about today. There's a lot of video game stuff that happened. I don't know if you realize it's a pretty big month for gamers. It's Santa's birthday and it's gaming birthday.
And it was Tanner's birthday.
And his gaming birthday.
No,
Happy
he's gonna-
birthday, Tanner. I'm playing.
Thank you. Wenzel, you want to chime in?
No, not really.
We can talk about how much I threw up because I ate so much sushi on my birthday.
That's true, you did.
That was it. That's the end of that story. That story-
No, it was funny because Tanner ate a lot of sushi, but then Riley couldn't finish her rice, so Tanner also started eating fried rice.
Yeah, I had a. You know what? You got to help your wife. Also, Riley, I guess ate something bad. Either at the hibachi place we went to, or it was popcorn because she threw up that night, but only one time. I told her
if anybody ate anything bad, it'd be us because we had the raw fish.
Yeah, you would think so. Either vegetables made her throw up, or popcorn.
I
But
think it was the popcorn because she ate popcorn right after eating a huge bowl of.
Yeah, but popcorn doesn't really make you throw up, you know.
Yeah, I don't see
It will
popcorn
if
making
it's-
me throw up.
Oh my god!
You know,
Alright,
go
I mean,
out
this-
and
no.
go
here
eat
we go.
a lot of popcorn until you feel sick and see if you throw up.
Oh my god, we don't have the official Backlog BoyZ Christmas beverage.
Eggnog.
What the
No,
fuck?
Pilk.
Oh, piss milk.
No, yeah. We didn't do Pepsi milk.
I would never do that.
We said we were going to do it on every December episode. We'll do it for the end of the month.
Yeah, we'll
episode.
do it for Pokemon.
We're
Uh-huh.
doing it for Pokemon.
Even though it comes out after Christmas. But it comes out before New Year's, so everybody knows that week in between Christmas and New Year's is like a fake week anyways.
It's a celebration.
Yeah.
But we've got the game awards, obviously, to talk about. We got some winners, cha-ching, and we got some new game moments. And we also have some shit that just happened during the event to talk about. There's one thing for news, and the rest is shooting the shit out our butts like there's no tomorrow.
Yep, we're going to go 4 hours tonight.
I can't. I gotta go to work.
Also, we are recording this the day before it goes up. So
Yup.
You ain't getting no editing this week because your boy got to work tomorrow.
Whose fault's that? Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
no, it is mine.
No, whose fault's that? Whose fault's that? Show us your ass right now.
Yeah, show it.
I always record in the nude, so
Whoa!
No, we like.
Now bounce it.
No, historically, when somebody's in trouble, they show their ass and you throw eggs at it.
So y'all want to talk about some games?
Colt, that's the whole reason I'm here today, is to
We're
talk
gonna
about some games.
We're gonna
no
hit
lames.
you with. I feel like we should hit the awards first because I feel like that's the least important of the stuff that happened at the Game Awards.
Whoa, the least important?
Also,
Not really.
I want to preface. Here's what I want to preface this with. We said we're not going to talk about everything. First of all, almost everything at this award show is on this Google Doc. Second of all, the awards, which I would say is the least. I like, obviously, great that these developers and content creators are getting recognized for their work. Yes, I would say we did not particularly care about the awards.
We've never cared about the awards.
We watched the Game Awards for the Muppets and gaming. That's all we watch it for. Also, would like to note, Wenzel did not even put the fucking Game of the Year award on this for the awards.
We know it. I mean, I feel like
we know it, but it's just funny.
The only reason I didn't put it on because I knew we would be able to say it because it was probably one of the most wild moments of the fucking show.
But also, I just think it's funny because for a minute, the bit by awards just said best family game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I was like, oh, Wenzel really just wants to talk about that.
No,
it's important.
No, because I was going through all the awards. There's a lot of awards, and that was like, okay, maybe somebody would like to talk about this, so that's why I put it on there.
So yeah, since we're here, best family.
No. Wait a minute. You guys just said you don't want to talk about the fucking awards. So you know what? Watch this.
No, Wenzel, don't. Oh my.
All right, so let's talk about the new game.
That was a visual bit. Wenzel deleted the awards off the Google Doc.
I mean, you're not wrong. I think it's so funny. I'd just like to say this too. My little bit about this is that, like, you know, I have nothing against the awards or anything. I'm not like these two over here, but like, it's just so funny that like there's also this side of this where people are like, they care more about the awards than anything else. It's so like weird. Because
and they're mad about the trailers that pop up.
Exactly. I'm like, the Game Awards, even before Jeff Keighley took it over, it's always been, in my opinion, it's always been about the reveals, like the the premieres, like everything, like all the stuff that's happening. Like that's just what it's been. And I mean,
yeah, like, remember when the Game Awards were the VGXs?
But then it was the VGAs.
Yeah, then it was the VGAs. And then it was
TGA. Yeah. So,
which, to be fair, to Jeff Keighley's credit, they are, I guess, more prestigious than ever. I mean, obviously.
Oh, yeah. He's done a great job.
Like the award people vie for in the gaming space. Kind of like when you make a movie, you consider it for Oscar nomination, you know, Grammy, all that shit.
Yeah.
This is the award people want. People don't care, like, oh, IGN. I mean, it's still like a cool accolade, but people, I think, would at this point rather have this award versus any other award, which is kind of neat that it's gotten like that mainstream, especially because Jeff's only had complete control of it for a couple of years.
Yeah, exactly. So
and then last year in 2020, you can't really even count because those were like COVID years. So like there hasn't even been a live crowd for 2 years. So the fact that it was like this big, even coming off a 3-year hiatus since 2019. It's pretty cool. And the next year he's celebrating the 10-year anniversary, which is weird because I know 10 years ago for a fucking fact it was the VGXs, but whatever. I don't know what timeline he's going off of.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I would just like to say that out there. So if anybody who's dissing all of like the stuff that gets announced, fuck you. You don't know how to have a fun time. Yeah, let's get into it. Yeah.
Yeah, like I even though I said I didn't like the awards, I vote in every single awards because I think it's fun. I like to see what does win, and I like to be like, oh yeah, I got it right. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, don't get us wrong, because us three in particular have had some heated arguments about certain awards over the years, such as Overwatch winning Game of the Year like 6 years ago. That was probably our most heated one.
That was so heated, and honestly, I retract. I retract my statement after that. Like, yeah, okay. Overwatch gets it. I get it. I agree.
we're going to talk about the modern awards, the most recent one. And we already kind of gave away one of them, but the best family game is Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
This was just the Nintendo award.
Yeah. The thing is, out of all the games listed there, Kirby's the most known. So I don't think any of the others would have had any chance at all.
I think Mario Party had a chance.
Kirby's better.
The Mario Party?
100%.
I haven't played the new Mario Party yet. I just got it.
Yeah. Have you beaten the new Kirby?
Also, no.
There you go. So keep your fucking whore mouth shut.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I
Tanner, log that.
It's a lot on my mind.
I'm just trying to drink my 1911 established strawberry
carbonated
premium
milk,
small batch hard cider.
It's milk.
No, my cider's mixed with milk.
Oh.
Anyway,
have y'all never had a strawberry hard cider mixed with 2%?
Best narrative goes to God of War Ragnarok.
Okay, okay. There is something I legitimately want to talk about with this one because there was a lot of controversy before the Game Awards because Elden Ring was nominated for this, and the whole argument was that Elden Ring didn't have a narrative,
which makes no sense.
I really want you two to weigh in on that as two certified Elden Ringers, I believe is what they're called.
Qualified? Oh, I'm qualified. I have the platinum trophy. It's my most played game of the year.
What you're I would just like to mention Colt's being very toxic. I don't know why.
He's playing Overwatch 2.
I don't know. You're reading that. I didn't say you're not qualified because you don't have the platinum trophy.
You, oh my god, dude, are you serious?
Colt,
but it
nice
obviously has a narrative. It's there. It's just because it's not given to you like directly doesn't mean it doesn't have a narrative. You have to, the way FromSoft games work, or at least the Soulsborne games work, you have to read into it. You have to look at descriptions, listen to the dialogue. Don't skip through the dialogue. Listen to the audio from the bosses and see what they're saying after they die, before they die. It's all there. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're not having a narrative.
But Cole, I just want to hack and slash. What if I don't care about the story?
Then why do you care? I don't know.
Can I be mad about Elden Ring not having a story despite skipping all story elements of the game?
No.
Oh, okay.
Colt said I'm not qualified, so I'm not.
I was joking.
No. Stick by your goddamn gun.
All right, Wenzel's not qualified. He should shut up.
Your shitty little gun. Stick by it.
Y'all getting really mad. Yeah, I feel like y'all have been mad at each other for like 4 hours.
Wenzel's the one that's getting angry.
You just said that I'm not qualified. If anything, I should be angry.
Content creator that won. I was doing a bit. Do you want to talk about it or not?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was doing a bit too.
Well, like, I really don't have anything to say about it.
No. I mean, you're right. Like, Elden Ring has a narrative. Like Colt said, if you skip stuff, then that's on you because it's there. It's literally about you have to read into the environment. You have to read item descriptions. You have to listen to what the characters are saying. I've watched several gameplay of not gameplay. I've watched people play through it because I just love seeing people suffer.
They skip shit.
They skip so much shit. They'll even because something I've noticed too is that every time they kill a boss, they do not fucking pay attention to the fact that the boss is talking even after they died. I'm like, you have to listen to that. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not the most important thing, obviously. And obviously, they're so tired after getting through such a tough boss fight. But if you want to get the story, then you kind of have to sit there and listen.
It also sucks to see so many people fall into it's so difficult trap, and where they just play it for the difficulty only, and they don't care about the story. They don't care about the details. Their mission is to beat it, and that's it. So they can say, "I beat the game." But do you remember anything about the story?
Yeah, that's what makes it, for me, Elden Ring makes it so worthwhile, is not only for that challenge, but also too the story that you're a part of, which is like an insane story. Like, I mean, it's oh my god. I know, that difficulty is really something to keep people away, but like the story is like so insane, and this award best narrative is it's so contentious because I know Ragnarok probably has a fantastic narrative.
Ragnarok's narrative. I beat it recently. That shit, it's so fucking good.
So that brings me to my question. Colt, do you think Ragnarok's narrative is better than Elden Ring, or do you think Elden Ring's narrative is better than Ragnarok?
I don't feel comfortable saying one's better than the other,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
am comfortable saying I enjoyed Ragnarok's more.
Okay, that's fair.
So you would say Ragnarok's is better?
No.
No, I see what Cole is saying. It's because while God of War, it's kind of the narrative is given to you. Elden Ring isn't, and that's
it's easier for the small brain people like me to consume.
Yeah, that's my thing. It has a narrative. Also too, I would just like to mention that while we were sitting there talking about this, Tanner was like, "Does Elden Ring name really make sense?" Tanner,
Yes.
the Elden Ring name does make sense.
Okay, no, that's not what I said. Because we were talking about another video game where I was like, that name's fucking stupid. I don't remember what name
I don't remember what it was.
But then I was like, it's stupid like Elden Ring. Obviously, just making a joke. I think Elden Ring is a cool as shit name.
Well, no, Tanner, it's more about the lore, okay? If you play the game, you know the lore, you know what Elden Ring is.
Why did they call this game Sekiro Born?
That'd be the worst.
Blood Souls.
Okay, now we're cooking.
No, I'm joking. It's just that recently I was watching some more Elden Ring lore because I just got really curious, and I was just like, God damn, it's so good. I love it so much. Anyway, sorry, that's a lot to say. Yeah, Elden Ring has narrative. Yeah.
Yeah, Sugma. Content Creator Award goes to Ludwig. And I'm really sad about this because Ludwig won because he has the most fans. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because
also has done a ton of huge events this year.
He's one of the biggest Twitch streamers currently.
He's not Twitch. He's YouTube.
Or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
Nabel didn't have a chance. I wish Nabel won because I wanted him to feel appreciated, but whatever.
Yeah, also, I remember whenever Nabel left, it was so sad because people, like, of course, being just assholes, were talking about, like, they were like, well, what content did he really create? It's like, it's his fault that for him trying to monetize or whatever.
He put in so much work. He should have monetized.
Like, I was thinking, like, oh my God, there's nobody else who does the sort of, like, journalism that he does.
It's unbiased, just news thrown at you.
I wouldn't call Nabel journalism. I would say he was more of a news aggregator, but he was the best news. I mean, he was pretty much like having a newsletter constantly in your Twitter feed. He was great. I think the only thing that hurt him was trying to monetize and not do anything different. I think if he would have offered something extra, I think he would have been able to monetize just fine. But yeah, that was such a loss, especially to our circle on Twitter, because now we really don't have anybody that does it to the level that he did it besides Wario, but you have to get through 1,000 ads.
I'd say Wario does it on the same level. It's just that he is also posting the ads, like he said.
Yeah, which, I mean, good for Wario, because that's how Wario makes his money, you know, and obviously it fucking works. He has over 1 million fucking Twitter followers. But yeah, it's not just like with Nabel, you could click on Nabel's profile, get all the video game news, and sometimes non-video game news that you needed. With Wario, it's like, oh, cool, this backpack at GameStop's on sale. Well, I'm trying to find something.
Oh, this Deku statue that looks like ass is on sale at GameStop for $4.
Yeah.
I don't want this.
Yeah.
Wait, $4?
But it looks like ass. It looks like a ripped open butthole. Not good.
But $4.
All right, here you go.
That's true. My mom always told me if you see something for $4, buy it.
That
Which
is
is how I
true.
ended up with all my cards.
Tanner,
Ooh.
Leanne also told me that.
Oh, that's crazy.
Anybody
Anyway.
else want to dogpile Ludwig with me?
No,
Oh,
I mean, I think out of any, as far as proper content creation goes, Ludwig, out of the people that were nominated, probably deserves it. I mean, he's done a lot of huge events this year. Did a Smash event, just ran like a fucking chess boxing event thing.
I
With
mean,
Germa.
sure, but like Ludwig, like I mean, he's done so much shit.
Created
He's-
the Luddy.
He's already so fucking well known. Give it to somebody who isn't like. I mean, not to say Nobel isn't well known, but the thing is like Nobel was such an important like piece in this very niche little area of a very hell site that is Twitter. And now that that piece is gone, that's like a huge like hole in the community. I think
Yeah,
Nobel deserved it more.
Yeah,
Every year with the Content Creator Award, I always, as soon as I see that one name that is obviously going to win, I'm like, God damn it. Doesn't matter.
and
Can't vote for
Ludwig's-
anyone else because they're
Yeah.
going to win.
Like, I don't really think. I mean, I guess people that are fans of those people probably enjoy it. But I would like the award instead of top content creator, maybe do like best up and coming content creator.
Yes.
At least highlight people that are, have obviously they're not going to pick somebody that has fucking 200 subscribers and be like, this guy's the next Steve Jobs, obviously.
Even though I think that would be a pretty cool thing.
I mean, that would be really cool. I just don't think anybody has any fucking time for it, and the people voting on these awards don't have time for it. But I think even if it was just like if Jeff Keighley created like a streamer panel and was like, who is an up and coming streamer or content creator in this video game space that you really enjoy and think should get the recognition of this award? Because for content creation, for best content creator, I mean, you're right. I mean, Ludwig's a literal fucking millionaire. Like, that's no secret. Like, I don't really care that he won. And actually, most of those people that were nominated for that are millionaires. I mean, you had fucking Paul Jacobs, who's like Mr. Beast's right-hand man.
Yeah.
QT Cinderella, which is Ludwig's girlfriend. I don't remember the other person. And then Nobel. It would have been cool for Nobel to win, but even Nobel was a huge presence. I mean, had 350,000 followers on Twitter.
He had almost 500,000.
Yeah, I mean, just a huge fucking presence on that site. I would love to just see an award that kind of, and again, I'm not saying give this guy with 75 subscribers on YouTube this award, but maybe somebody like 20, 30K subs on YouTube, or maybe like 3-4K followers on Twitch, like an up and coming, make sure they're not a huge racist or piece of shit.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. But give it to them. Like, Ninja doesn't need this fucking award. Ludwig doesn't need this fucking award. Fuck Dr. Disrespect. So, I mean, they don't need the award. I just think something a little, I don't want to say niche, but something that at least highlighted a creator everybody and their fucking mother hasn't heard about would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because like you said, like, not to disparage anybody who's a streamer or content creator, because obviously, if they're not pieces of shits, they're putting in a lot of work and stuff. And like, yeah, like, not to disparage that or anything, but like, definitely give something for the small guy. I mean, really. And then also, like, it's just crazy how, like, because I think there is a streamer award, isn't there?
This is the streamer award.
Is it just content creator? Okay.
Yeah.
So see, that's my thing. Is like maybe they should make separate awards just for that too. Like,
well,
streamer,
Twitch does their
content
own
creator.
awards. I mean, if
Oh,
we're
shit,
talking
yeah,
about
they
that,
do.
but also, some of your biggest streamers aren't even on fucking Twitch anymore. Not that that matters, but
Yeah.
it's such a segregated community now because especially YouTube has poached a bunch of these top Twitch creators off of Twitch onto YouTube, and you have people that like YouTube's, SEO and discoverability more, and you like people going to Twitch because it's just all video games. You're not contending with a ton. It's not all video games on Twitch, but it's still more video games than YouTube. You're not contending with millions and millions and millions of people. The pool, I would think, is smaller on Twitch for live streamers. I could be wrong there. But yeah, like you kind of just need like a catch-all sort of thing.
Yeah, like, because sorry, I know we spent a lot of time on this. I just think it is kind of important because like I will see these these famous streamers, and then I'll just see they'll go onto their friend's stream, and then they end up donating like $10,000 to them. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
That
for
would
like
have
a
been cool
bit.
if you did that for a smaller streamer.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean that is one thing I find cool about somebody like Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast will find these streamers with like 2 or 3 followers or viewers, and like donate $1,000. I'm like, you
Yeah.
just probably made that person's like whole fucking year doing that.
Yeah.
But you know, because your top content streamers are legitimate millionaires, you know, donating $10,000 to their friend is nothing but a fucking tax write-off. So who fucking
Mr.
cares?
Beast is doing a $1 million Fortnite tournament.
That is true. I did see that.
Like that's insane. To have that kind of money. Like, goddamn, dude.
I
Yeah,
wish
just
I
to
could
have-
just do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's definitely really cool what they're doing. And again, not to disparage Ludwig, because Ludwig has done a lot of stuff, especially in like the Smash community. I mean, he's pretty much reviving the whole competitive Smash scene after Nintendo tried to dismantle it. So, I mean, that's cool. But and not saying he doesn't deserve some recognition. It's just I wish there was something for like the mid-size content creator.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Backlog BoyZ should win content creator of the year at the
not
Game Awards
yet.
next
But
year.
I am.
Yeah, maybe in 2 years. But yeah, that is pretty much all I'm trying to say is it would be cool for the people in the middle to get something.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's
Didn't expect to talk about that, but
I know. Let's go forward. Best multiplayer, Splatoon 3.
I'm fine with this. This is the one category I was like, man, I like a lot of hit things here, so I don't really care. Because I love Overwatch 2 and I love Modern Warfare 2. And I heard Splatoon's good, so I didn't really care.
I've heard Splatoon is the best Splatoon yet, so I'm okay with it winning. Although I can't see peak Splatoon being better than peak Overwatch, but that's just me. But again, give it to Splatoon. That's fine.
Most anticipated game, Zelda and the Tears of the Kingdom.
I agree. I fucking
Understandable. This is huge. I know, like, I haven't played Breath of the Wild, so like I know when this was announced, it was just like a big eye opener. I was like, "Fuck, here we
Wait,
go."
you haven't played Breath of the Wild at all?
No,
No, he owns it.
I was
I
about
own
to say
it.
you fucking own it.
I own it.
You own a lot of games that you haven't played, Tanner. You shouldn't be
Okay,
talking.
okay, but Breath of the Wild is kind of a biggie.
No, get him, Colt. Get him. Get his ass. Get him.
But I've played every game I have except for probably like 5, and I own.
Man,
1,000.
you're lucky, Tanner. I'm holding his leash right now.
What would y'all say? This is y'all's most anticipated game for next year?
No.
Personally, yes.
Really?
And second place is Final Fantasy.
Personally,
16.
no, because I haven't played the Breath of the Wild, and Zelda's never really been my favorite game series. So
What's your most anticipated game, Wenzel? Just if this was the Wenzel Award.
oh, I mean, goddamn, Atomic Heart.
Okay, fair.
Atomic Heart. I've been waiting for that game for so long. Every time I see it, I just get so excited. I just love that fucking style of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
I actually think I would have to agree with Colt. I think mine's Final Fantasy.
And that's fair. I mean, I'm not saying like this is bad or anything. Like, I completely agree with most anticipating going to Zelda because
But yeah, the populist vote being Zelda makes total fucking sense.
Breath of the
obviously.
Wild was so big. I mean, hell, did that not win our Game of the Year award for 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did that year. Yeah.
So, and that's understandable. And now we have the second game, and it's even more. People are hyped.
Seems like more of the same thing, but bigger, which
Which is a great thing because
I just hope
I
the Switch
fucking
can
love
handle it.
I don't think it can.
Probably not.
Probably not. Probably not. But hey, I mean this you know, we're in the Backlog BoyZ. I have a backlog. We all have backlogs. Some of us more than others. And Zelda
That's
is
weird.
one
I
of
have
them.
no idea who you're talking about.
Zelda is one of them. So I do plan to try to play Breath of the Wild before this comes out, so I can play this.
Well, you got until May.
Never mind, I can't do it.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you're going to be out of the fucking country for a month.
Also, you still got to beat Horizon Zero Dawn.
I know. I know. I know.
Next up, we got
Best Score and Music.
God
God of War Ragnarok.
Now this I am perfectly fine with because I think God of War Ragnarok has amazing music. I think Xenoblade Chronicles 3 had great music, and I'm blanking on the other games, but I know they had good music.
I'm sure Elden Ring was.
Elden Ring
Elden
was on
Ring
there.
is fantastic music too.
Elden Ring was on there. On it, like I don't know the music. So my personal choice would have gone to Elden Ring, but if I play Ragnarok, I could probably weigh in more. But Elden Ring, its music, I literally have the final battle song in me and Colt's playlist, and I will listen to that on occasion because it goes so fucking hard. And then I also have the title music because it goes so fucking hard.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah. So yeah. Best action game. Bayonetta 3. Yikes Rooney. Ooh, problematic.
I don't know why Wenzel said yikes.
Yikes. Ooh.
Wenzel just found out about the Bayonetta 3 controversy yesterday, so he's still reeling from it.
But he doesn't know
Yeah.
about the conclusion of it.
Yeah, doesn't know that it came out that she's actually transphobic and anti-abortion.
No, I know that. It's just yikes. Ugh.
What was the other options?
For best action game,
Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I didn't vote. Can't complain if you don't vote, right?
I don't vote ever.
Yeah, we're a red state anyways. Our vote doesn't count.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. Bayonetta has really good action gameplay, so cool. That's my answer. Anybody else?
I have no thoughts on it. Haven't played Bayonetta 3 yet. That seems right. If it was more of the first two games, yeah, I mean, I could see it winning.
I haven't played it, so I don't know.
I will be playing Bayonetta 1 soon, though.
All right, should we talk about the final award, the most important award?
I guess yes.
Why did you sound so hesitant?
Because the bees were in my room, and I'm trying to I'm looking at them so they don't sting me, and if they get too close, I got to swat at them.
I don't know why every time we talk about stuff, Colt makes references to bees. There's a motif there that I have yet to crack. I doubt it's Candyman. God, I hope it's not Candyman.
I think Colt just is a little honey boy. I think he loves honey.
I'm a
Candyman.
sweet little boy.
He's like
I'm a
Winnie the
sweet
Pooh.
child.
Candyman.
Christopher Robin.
What if I talked like the candy guy from Adventures of Flapjack?
Hey, y'all listen to this. Christopher Robin.
Oh, wait,
Oh
guys,
shit!
listen to this. Christopher Robin.
Oh, okay. Colt.
Robin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Colt's
okay.
definitely Winnie the Pooh. Hold on. Who am I?
You're not.
I'm
Not-
sad.
Oh, Eeyore.
Guess who I am?
I don't- Oh, Tigger.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I'm
wait,
so
wait.
confused.
Wait, yeah, I thought Colt was just making good noise. Here's me. General Kenobi.
Whoa!
Hold on, I got one more. Pooh, you fucker! I'm the rabbit,
Oh,
whose name's just Rabbit, I think.
Yeah.
guess who I am? Oh, Pooh! What's going on, Pooh?
Oh, that's a pretty good piglet.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
Hey, who am I? Llama Beans.
Oh fuck! That's an old ass bit.
Yeah, that was my Christopher Walken.
Wait,
effort.
wait.
AYCH people got to get that lore.
Wait a minute. Who am I? I'd like to thank my family, my friends, for giving me this award.
My doctor.
It means so much to me. My doctor, Dr.
My
Judge, my
childhood
father,
friend.
what it means to be a father. This
That
His
is
doctor wasn't
acquaintance.
Dr. Judge. His brother or dad was Dr. Judge. I don't remember which.
I know. That's why I said father afterward. I don't
My
know.
dad, doctor.
I don't think we mentioned it, but best performance, Christopher Judge won for God of War Ragnarok. Motherfucker. We'll talk about wild moments, but man, I'm sorry. Congratulations, but Jesus Christ.
It's funny. I
It's
guess
so
you want to
funny.
talk about this big final award, whatever. it
Yeah,
is?
game of the year goes to
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
Bada bang bang bang.
Bang 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 bang.
bang 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 bang.
What's you're supposed to
bang,
say
bang.
it?
Pew! Bang 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 bang.
Royale.
Say the fucking say it.
No, it's Elden Ring. It's Elden Ring. I'm sorry. It's
There
Elden
it
Ring.
is.
Elden Ring.
Wow!
How is this gonna sound on audio with people
Not
like
good.
they do a 5-minute just mouth instrument solo?
Hey, it's an audio bit. They should fucking get it.
They should love it.
Yeah.
It's Elden
Hey, I'm
Ring.
glad we're like, hey, we're gonna keep this short and breezy. Almost 40 minutes in, have not talked about a single fucking game.
It's your fault.
I got nothing but time. I can do this all day.
I don't know. We're having fun. I'm
My
having
Elden
bedtime-
fun.
Ring.
My
Elden
bedtime
Ring
is
won.
8 o'clock though.
It's 7:41. Elden Ring won.
That's a good choice. God of
Good
War was
choice.
also on there. Stray was on there. I honestly don't think they should have won. I think Elden Ring should have won. That's the one game that should have won.
But what's crazy though, and I get it, is that God of War like swept so many awards.
Mm-hmm. They pretty much swept all night until the game of the year.
Until
Yep.
Game of the Year, which is like, holy shit. But then also too, it's like, okay, well, I mean, God of War got how many awards, and then Elden Ring got like 1 award. I mean, that's not bad.
But this one award is worth 10 normal awards.
That is true. Jeff Keighley gave them just 10 trophies.
Yeah, and
And
to
he even
make-
gave one to that little boy.
Yeah.
and to make this award worth all the others, he had to melt down 10 of those awards to make this one even heavier. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it won.
Anybody
it's a
mad
great-
about it?
Nope.
Tanner?
I
Tanner?
think it was. I don't want to say it's the contrarian choice, obviously, because Elden Ring sold fucking gangbusters. But it is really weird that God of War won and I understand this is voted on by a panel of like industry people, which makes it even kind of weirder. That God of War swept all night, including in categories that Elden Ring was in, and they're like, but Elden Ring better. It just seemed kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. That's why I said that too, because it definitely felt weird.
It kind of reminded me of when Parasite won Best Picture, but Parasite couldn't be nominated for Best International Picture.
As someone that's beaten both games, I think it all comes down to gameplay. And I think that the gameplay loop for Elden Ring is just 10 times better than Ragnarok's. While I love everything about Ragnarok, the base gameplay does feel dated.
Because it feels like God of War 2018.
It does feel like God of War 2018. And even then, to me, that still feels kind of dated. It's a whole lot of rubbing through cracks and walls and tiny caves. That's my least favorite part about the game. But everything else around that game is so fucking good that I just don't care.
But see, that's interesting because then you're saying like, okay, so God of War Ragnarok won Best Narrative, but Elden Ring didn't. But it won Game of the Year. So does that mean that Elden Ring doesn't have a good narrative? But it has.
I mean, it was still nominated.
No, it doesn't mean that Elden Ring doesn't have a good narrative. It's just like it doesn't mean that Elden Ring doesn't have good sound design. It just means. Which
God of War
granted,
had better accessibility too. It won that award.
Oh,
Elden Ring is
yeah.
not accessible to
That's true.
people that have issues.
but also too, like the sound design awards kind of bullshit, anyways, because like it's obviously going to be the studios with the most fucking money every day, even if they don't have the best sound. Because like you should give it a fucking trombone champ if that's the criteria. But yeah, Elden Ring winning just seems kind of weird. I think overall it is the right choice, just based in our circle's opinion. I think it's the right choice. I think most people enjoyed Elden Ring more than God of War, solely because I think, like Colt, God of War not only has a similar gameplay loop to God of War 2018, which was almost 5 years ago at this point, but also it has the first party Sony problem where they're trying too much to make it a movie. So,
Which is not really a problem.
No, it's not a problem, but like there's only and people that love that shit fucking love that shit. I mean, look at us. We literally just played through Last of Us 1 and 2, which are like the fucking Sony movies. But I think eventually people are going to want something different, and Elden Ring was, I don't know why Elden Ring was the fucking FromSoft game that really, really blew the fuck up, like sold millions and millions and millions of copies in the West. But people just want different stuff, and Elden Ring was that little spoonful of medicine people wanted.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think I think Elden Ring is the culmination of years of their Soulsborne game experience.
I don't want to say it's their magnum opus because I want to think they have better stuff in store.
Yeah,
But so far, this is the best game they've ever made.
this is the best version of their Souls-like format they have created so far.
And I do think the hype surrounding Elden Ring is the reason why it sold so much. Because I know I bought Elden Ring.
You haven't even played it.
I haven't played it yet, but I own it. But
I will say I will go back to Elden Ring just to watch the some of the intros for like the bosses and stuff on YouTube, because every time they just give me chills. And honestly, it's that final boss. It gives me chills every time. I'm like, this is the hypest shit ever. You are literally, it's not the toughest boss fight, but like, I mean,
it's not easy.
It's not easy. You're about to fight for your fucking life.
Yeah. I think one thing too, because I think the big thing about this game was that George R.R. Martin helped with the world building.
Yeah.
Two, which appealed to a lot of people in the West, because Game of Thrones was huge, and House of Dragon has seemingly just picked up where Game of Thrones left off, and is also a huge resounding success. But I do think that people just want that. Not saying God of War isn't original, because obviously it is original, but like playing Elden Ring is kind of like a choose your own mythology game almost. Like it's like you're getting to play through this ancient history of just look at this fucking bug and look at this monkey.
Yeah, it's like its own, its own like the world. If you know the lore or anything, the world is very much lived in, very ancient and old, but at the same time, it's like it's just like it's really weird, but it's like it's also still developing, because you're right at the start of like basically a family of gods becoming like expanding, basically.
Yeah, think of it like Jurassic Park.
Well, no, think of it like think of it like ancient civilizations, and then you're moving like at least maybe thousands of years until finally you get hit with this one religion, and it's just like, holy shit, this is fucking crazy.
This shit's good. I believe in God now.
But then that whole religion ends up destroying everything. So yeah, basically that. And then there's other religions, and those religions fight with other religions, and it's crazy.
Hell yeah. Y'all want to get to the games portion?
Let's talk about some video games.
Yeah,
I love games.
Sure. I'll stick this one out.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
I guess I'll talk to myself in the corner, but mumbling so no one can hear.
Also, keep in mind with the game stuff, we're kind of just going in order of how we have it listed on the doc. We're not going in the award show order.
Yeah.
No.
The show went 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, even though
I wonder why.
We'll tell you why later, but
I wonder why.
Well, Wenzel's already kind of said why.
Yeah.
This fucking animal.
First up we have on the list is Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. I actually didn't get to watch this because we were just getting to Tanner's house as it was happening.
Some people were running late to my house, but I watched it, and it was really weird because all of a sudden you see the Dead Cells, and then you see Castlevania, and that was pretty much it. It was really cool. I know a ton of people fucking love Dead Cells. This is also just one of those cases of that's an IP I never expected to collaborate with this. It's kind of like a couple of years ago when Cadence of Hyrule came out. The Necromancer or Necrodancer and Zelda collab. Yeah. It's just kind of that cool indie with well-known established IP crossover. That's cool. I think more of that shit should happen.
It's also kind of similar to Harley Davidson and Zelda crossing over.
Yeah, it's kind of like, imagine if Harley Davidson made the Enterprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a Star Trek reference for everybody.
I guess Return to Castlevania. Did you watch the video, Wenzel?
Yeah, it looks cool. I haven't played Dead Cells. I've been wanting to, but it looks cool.
Hell yeah.
I'll admit it, Dead Cells is not for me. I'm super fucking happy for everybody this happened for.
It's hard. I will say that.
I can't Dead Cells is not the rogue like game for me.
Up next, we have Post Trauma. It looks like Silent Hill, but you play a middle-aged janitor.
Like at first when we saw it, we all thought like, "Oh, this is Silent Hill. This is Silent Hill." But then like it really threw us off because he's not a janitor, is he? Is he like a security guard?
One of the I think he's a security guard
Or something like that. He's like something, and he looks so he looks like a normal guy.
Looks like a dude, like a normal, like not like super attractive, handsome man, just a normal dude.
That's another thing too. Is like he's not like your usual protagonist. That's like
he looks like your uncle that's 50 something years old.
Are y'all complaining that protagonist in Post Trauma is not hot enough?
Yeah. No, I actually think this is good. I actually like having and just an average guy.
I think that's what makes it interesting. Is like he looks like an average guy. Like there's nothing wrong with that.
I just love having this ugly fucker lead me through trauma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a horror game, and it looks like he's like exploring like a facility, a school, something like that, and just some crazy Silent Hill-esque shit is happening to him. Which
Like,
sucks.
I mean, there's not much else to say about it because that's it.
Because it was just kind of thrown at us, and that's it. Yeah.
I'm interested. I want to see more gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah. Next up we have Viewfinder. Now Viewfinder looked really cool.
Reminded me of Subliminal. I don't know if anyone here remembers that game, but it was a game where it fucked with the perspective.
Yeah, it's you take like it can be like it's an image, and you with the perspective it will fill in parts of the environment to help get you across to certain areas. It's really cool. Look it up if you get a chance. I'm pretty sure it's coming to PS5 and PC. I don't know about Xbox, but I think that's cool because I think it will actually really utilize the PS5 technology real well. And then at the very end of the little teaser we get because Viewfinder also really relies on art, paintings and stuff, specifically with that perspective, because there's those really crazy kind of paradoxical strange paintings where the architecture doesn't make sense. That's what you're really utilizing there. And but also at the very end of the teaser you get the painting of the
it's not it's photos.
It's photos, yes, photography.
Because it's called Viewfinder, looking through the camera.
Yes, sorry. But well they do use he does use though the character does use like architecture that doesn't make sense. But yeah, it's mostly photographs, but at the very end it is a painting. It's the Scream, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that was really cool.
By Edward Munch, and and the painting does start screaming, so I definitely get some kind of horror spooky vibes from that. But yeah, it looks cool. I'm excited. I want to see more about it.
And next up, something I'm not excited about.
Scars Above. I thought it was Returnal DLC
we
or
all
something.
Thought it was Returnal.
We all thought it's not, but it's like a procedurally generated kind of rogue. It's like Returnal.
Honestly, it looks exactly like Returnal. I don't want to talk shit on it because I don't know who developed it or what. I don't know if they're a small indie studio. It's just I've been here before. Honestly, at like exact spot, it feels like.
Yeah, like it's utilized. It has the same aesthetic. It's like a combination of what looks like science and magic. You're wearing a spacesuit. I mean, it really feels like it. So really weird. Anybody else have any thoughts on it?
That was literally it. I thought it looked like Returnal, like weirdly like Returnal, like so much like Returnal. We thought it was Returnal.
Yep. Comes out in February 28th, so keep your eyes out for that, I guess.
I mean, it could be good. So, I mean, if Returnal was so fucking hard, maybe this will be the easy version.
Yep. Next up, we got Among Us Hide and Seek mode.
Among Us.
We all need to play Among Us. I'll say it. I haven't played it, but I want to. I have so many figures. I want to play.
You're the
Among
imposter.
I I was about to say, Colt and Wenzel haven't even played Among that. That is one thing. That should be a Backlog Boys goal of 2023. Is we play Among Us.
That's asking a lot.
That sounds like a cool goal. What are you talking about?
It sounds cool, but it sounds like that takes so long to do. It take hours. I'd have to do so much research into figuring out how to do that.
Wenzel, Colt's messing with you.
Anyway, in this hide and seek mode, the imposter is not an imposter. He's just straight up a monster, and he hunts you. But now you get to hide in the vents and stuff. It looks really cool.
It's werewolf, but Among Us.
Yeah, Dead by Daylight.
I do think it would be a lot of fun to get like the whole extended AYCH family, and I mean, it's not saying we have to stream it or anything. Just to do it would be a lot of fun. Somehow.
Yeah, I would just like to play with everybody.
Yeah,
We could
all of
just
us
play
can
hide
hop
and
on
seek.
Discord. Colt,
Anyway,
fuck off. We're trying to be serious.
Yeah, thank you. Right? Somebody get his ass.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah, someone spank me.
I do have an Oculus, and I am planning on buying Among Us VR. Y'all could come over and we could play that, and we can yell at
Ooh.
little kids.
No, because apparently Colt doesn't want to do that. So
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, Colt. Wenzel, you can come over and play Among Us
thank
VR.
you. I will.
No, he
I
can't.
will. Oh,
I mean, I can.
well, that
but
leaves
okay.
me at a crossroad. Colt
Yeah.
said you can't, Wenzel.
I can. I can.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
No,
then.
I'm telling your dad.
Oh,
My dad would probably be like, I don't care.
But I'd tell him there's Satan in it.
I mean, he'd probably be like, that disappoints me, Wenzel, but you're gonna do what you want to do. That actually is honestly what he would say.
Yeah, that is what he'd do.
yeah, it's like, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how many cards I got by me real quick? I'm just looking.
No. Hide and seek mode is out now. You can go play that with your friends. Anyway, next up is After Us. That's it is a really artistic, very stylistic looking post-apocalyptic game. You play as like what looks to be a little girl. Her skin looks really weird. It looks like she's wearing a suit. If there was a style to compare it to, oh god, there's just one artist. I cannot think of their name, but they have this art style that's like it looks organic, but not. It looks kind of ceramic. I guess if that was the best way to describe it, but it's a post-apocalyptic world. You're trying to avoid what looks like to be like very aggressive zombie-like remnants of humans.
Yeah.
While also you're not reviving animals, but you're having their spirits kind of help you.
There's a weenie dog spirit.
There's a weenie dog spirit that you find its body, and you get its spirit out, and yeah, you're like incredibly tiny too. So that's another thing. I would say you're a kid. You're more like a fairy, I guess. Maybe a sprite in that regard.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So it looks really cool. It's supposed to come out in spring 2023. Any thoughts?
I think it looks cool.
Yeah, I think it looks neat. I should also mention, as we're going on with these games, as far as like actual reveals and trailers go, by fucking far, the best Game Awards ever. Because there wasn't like
100%.
any weird, gimmicky, stupid shit like usual. Like Vin Diesel didn't get on stage and was like, "Check out this game we made for the PlayStation 1 that's Fast and Furious."
Tekken, and it's the last game we're going to show for the night.
Yeah, and it's also the main event. Yeah, so I do want to thank Jeff because I think he was trying to temper expectations weirdly, but this was by far like the most stacked Game Awards ever. Especially like I mean we'll get to it, but just a ton of good shit. So
100%.
I wanted to give him a little shout out. Thanks, Jeff. I know you're listening.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
Next up, we got a trailer. We got a new trailer for Replaced. This was a game we talked about on one of our E3s. It was supposed to come out this year, I believe. But of course, the war in Ukraine happened, and they couldn't release it. So, but with this, they hope to. It says now coming in 2023, so that's a good sign. I hope they're okay, and I hope it releases. It's a very this beautiful pixelated neo noir game. It looks apocalyptic, kind of cyberpunk-esque with some like body modifications, but again with the pixelated because it has that
It's like 3D. It's like voxels.
yeah, it's like that. It's really cool. And yeah, I'm glad we got some an update on it. So really cool. Anybody have any thoughts?
I think it looks cool. I really want to check it out when it comes out.
So yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
had forgotten about this game. So I don't mean to come across as, is this developer based in Ukraine, or did they think it had too many war-esque similarities not to release it?
It's a developer based
The developers in the Ukraine? Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, literally there had been nothing on it because I imagine they planned to say stuff. I mean, especially since they planned to release it, but then literally the war happened. It's like, well, shit. So yeah.
Yeah, it's
they couldn't-
because I know this kind of has nothing to do with it at this point. But the Advance, do y'all remember when Nintendo announced the Advance Wars 1 and 2 remake for Switch? But
Yeah.
then they canceled it because of the war in Ukraine.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with a Ukrainian, developer.
It's a fictional war.
Yeah, they're just like, oh, this has too many similarities. Which
Meanwhile,
is really...
Call of Duty just came out.
but yeah, it's kind of weird. And like that game is done and like just may never come out now.
Okay, so I went ahead and decided to like see if I could look up a synopsis because I don't think there was one out. There's actually a full out synopsis now. So replaced is a 2.5D sci-fi retrofuturistic action platformer where you play as Reach, an artificial intelligence trapped in a human body against its own will. Replace combines cinematic platformer, pixel art, and free flow action combat. Just to give you a little tidbit on there.
Yeah, I mean, it seems really cool. I really like the art style. I really like what it's going for. So I'll probably, depending on price, may give it a little look. See,
I think it might be on Game Pass.
If it's on Game Pass, then it's a day one.
It will be on Game Pass. And then the developer is Sad Cat Studios. They are. It says they're founded in Belarus.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, very cool. Next up we have Bayonetta Origins. Origins is not in its actual subtitle.
It seems like they're gonna try to do a series with Origins, though.
Yeah. It's in a completely different art style from the games.
Completely different genre than the main game.
Follows Bayonetta as a little girl. I don't know the full Bayonetta story, but I am interested in learning it because this looks super cool.
Yeah.
And also this was just a huge surprise, especially we kind of touched on it earlier with kind of like the shit surrounding Bayonetta 3. I'm like, oh, that's crazy that they're announcing a prequel series.
Yikes. Am I right? Yikes.
It seems like, and then this comes out in fucking March. Not only that, but I don't know if y'all saw, but Kamiya came out today and said that he is getting the pitch ready for Bayonetta 4 and 5
because he doesn't ever see it ending.
He never sees Bayonetta ending.
Which, you know what? More power to him, because I love Bayonetta's design, and I love Bayonetta's design, and I love Bayonetta's design.
Also, just kind of crazy considering the game was pretty much dead after the first game.
Yeah.
Until Nintendo,
they hit it with a quick revive.
Yeah. Gave it a little chug jug.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bayonetta Origins, like Colt said, it starts with her being a little girl. She's trying to save her mother. So she gets the help from some, I assume, demonic powers, and
I bet we'd know what that is if we played the games.
Damn, got your ass.
That wasn't meant to be a get.
What you see is what you get.
I'm an easy target.
What the fuck was that?
I'm the real article. I'm the whole article. Anyway, yeah, it looks really cool. It's the art style is really cutesy. It kind of reminds me of like the vibe is like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll definitely check it out. I need to play the Bayonetta series anyway. Yeah, March 17th, 2023. So
Hell
that's when
yeah.
that comes out.
Yeah, which
Maybe.
is weirdly soon. I would imagine since it's Nintendo and Platinum, I imagine that game probably hits the target, especially because Nintendo hadn't announced they were releasing anything between Fire Emblem in January and Zelda in May.
Yeah.
So
That sounds like Nintendo.
yeah.
Yep. But next up we got Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So we got it's just a short little cinematic teaser. In this trailer, you know, we have Deadshot, Captain Boomerang,
Harley.
oh God, Harley and the Shark guy. What the fuck's his name?
Shark. King Shark.
King Shark, thank you. They had just captured the Flash and they're trying to get away and hide out. And then Captain Boomerang cuts off the Flash's finger by accident, but then we get Batman. Of course, he's evil. From what we can tell, there's the Justice League being mind controlled, so obviously the whole thing of the game is to kill the Justice League as a Suicide Squad, and we find out that this is actually Kevin Conroy's final role.
Yeah, it's really emotional. It ends with his
signature
I am vengeance.
Yeah, I am the Knight. I am Batman.
Yeah, it gave me chills as soon as I heard it. I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, "That's so cool that Kevin Conroy's last role, seemingly last role, as long as nothing else comes out. I believe it's his last role, as Batman, which is probably, I mean, I would say his most iconic role, is as Batman. But
yeah,
I'm really excited for this game. I usually, you know, superhero games, like especially DC superhero games. Let me rephrase. I'm kind of like iffy on, especially with just how the whole DC universe has been handled this last decade. But they have successfully gotten me hyped for this.
The Arkham series, don't be deterred by that. Besides Gotham Knights or whatever, Arkham series
Origins was a bad one.
No, Gotham Knights is the one that just came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was just talking about kind of being sour about DC in general.
Yeah.
For the last 10 years. Hopefully now with, you know, James Gunn and I don't remember the other guy getting creative control, maybe something good will come out of it. Maybe he also shits the bed. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But this game, from what I've seen, seems really cool. I really hope it's fully playable multiplayer, like co-op, because I would love to play with y'all.
I wouldn't.
I would.
I would.
It you know, it's so weird because we've gotten very little stuff about it, but it's supposed to come out May 26th. And like Tanner, I'm really excited for it. The Suicide Squad movie was really fun, and this
and the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie was really good too.
Harley Quinn Birds of Prey, yep. So
yeah, I should also say, like, recent DC stuff, Harley Quinn was really good. James Gunn's Suicide Squad was fucking incredible. Peacemaker kicked ass.
Peacemaker was good. No, you're not wrong, Tanner, for saying like, to be kind of burnt on it, because DC has like kind of fucked up, but you know, obviously Marvel has too. But
yeah, definitely. But so also,
I'd say it's that beginning part of the decade for me, because I feel like I know everybody hates it, but I enjoyed Aquaman. I enjoyed Shazam.
Well, you really like both Wonder Woman films as well, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed those a whole lot.
But like, also, this may be a hot take. I really fucking enjoyed Black Adam.
Black Adam was awesome.
Yeah, I love it. Like, I know everybody's shitting on The Rock and also, I don't know if y'all have read the story. This has nothing to do with games, about that The Rock allegedly leaked fake like finance documents to the Deadline to show that the movie was profitable,
and he's about to go to prison.
Oh, I don't think he's going to go to prison.
That's a bit.
I was like, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. I just think it's really funny. I'm just like, that motherfucker still has that corny wrestler in him. I love it.
Yeah.
I think that's a good bit though.
I mean, it is funny, but like, I think both sides of it are a little ridiculous. I'm like, oh, this movie obviously wasn't a success. Okay, the movie made like almost $500 million fucking dollars. You know, I mean, it made a fuck ton of money. But then The Rock also being like, well, it's really like an A24 film when you think about it.
Okay,
That's
Rock,
That
can
doesn't
you
make any
shut up?
fucking sense.
I know. I'm like, no.
Like, he's like, hey, you know, A24 films are supposed to be really good, but they lose a shit ton of money.
I'm glad Rock just feels like he could say anything. Like
I mean,
he said,
he kind of can, and that's why
When
he's
you
going to
look
run
like that, you can say anything.
and that's why he's going to run for president and be the president of the country in the next decade. But
God damn, I didn't know we were all just stroking his fat muscles.
I
well, it's just-
enjoy The Rock's as an actor.
I do.
I
too.
enjoy
he's
The
not a
Rock
good
as an
actor.
actor in certain roles.
Yeah.
Like Jumanji sucks shit.
Well, you remember Rock said that that Rampage was the first great video game film.
That is true. He did say that.
That's what I was
He-
talking about when I said that he can just say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, he can just say whatever he wants. But also, if you watch like some of the like actual peak good shit he's been in, like go watch Pain and Gain. It's a decade old at this point, but it is so fucking good. And he may be the best part about that movie.
I do remember really enjoying it when I watched it like 10 years ago, especially the scene where he's grilling outside. I like that one.
It's so good.
I remember when it came out, hearing great things about it and wanting to watch it so bad. I still want to watch it so bad.
Pain and Gain kicks ass. But also too, like it is kind of ridiculous that Rock was just a couple of years ago called the biggest box office draw in the world, where all of his roles, he's usually part of an ensemble, and he's really never been proven as a solo box office success.
Yeah.
Because it's weird. That's a whole different fucking conversation. I guess we should start a movie podcast. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, what the fuck? How did we get here?
But
Oh, fuck.
that's my thought on Suicide Squad.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I love the Suicide Squad stuff. Thank God it's not like Jared Leto's shit show. I love the humor. I love it. Give me more.
Yeah. So next up is Dune Awakening. I bring this up because when we saw this, we were kind of excited, but then it turned out to be
It's an MMO.
RPG, MMO RPG, which that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bad, but I know we're just that's not something that we're into. But
I hate MMOs.
There will be a beta, and Dune is a very massive universe. So there's a lot you can do with there. I understand, and they're pulling from Villeneuve's style for this.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
I know we all made promises, we all made blood oaths that we would at least try the beta.
Yeah, try it.
I do think it would be fun to dip our little tippy toes into the beta, just because that's really something the three of us. I mean, Colt can say he hates MMOs. And I don't know Colt's personal experiences with MMOs, but as far as like me and Wenzel, we've never really dipped. I dipped my toes into Final Fantasy 14 a little bit this year. But as far as like MMOs go, because this is going to sound crazy to say considering I'm almost 30, but like I was a little too young when World of Warcraft came out, and that was like the big MMO, and I never played like any of your big, even like kid MMOs. I didn't do Club Penguin or Wizard High or whatever the fuck it was called. So I never.
You get its name right. Wizard.
Is it not?
I don't remember. I don't remember what it's called either. Honestly,
Wizard 101.
It is Wizards 101.
It's Wizards 101.
The one I always wanted to play as a kid was Toontown. Y'all remember Toontown?
Oh yeah, Toontown.
I remember.
I remember they used to have a ton of the cards at Walmart, like buy this card to get 30 days of Toontown, and we had fucking DSL in my house till I was like 15.
Like I've played so many fucking MMOs. I've played Terra, Lord of the Rings Online, World of Warcraft. So many fucking cheap, shitty ones just for fun. Like when I play MMOs, I cannot play them by myself because I find it very hard to engage with what I'm looking at, and I find most of them to be clanky or clunky.
Also, kind of the whole point of MMO.
I know you're supposed to play it with others, yes, but I can't. I find it hard to focus on story stuff whenever I'm playing with friends.
I get that.
I mean, the thing is, Cole, is that like, you know, if you really want to get into MMOs, I mean, you can just ask us. Like, we'll play with you.
I mean, I don't really want to though, because I find most of them are the exact same in the format.
I'm just saying though, like, you know, like I know you said you want to play with people. Like, I mean, that's the whole thing. So like, just literally, like, you know, we'll hop on. I'll hop on.
Also, Colt's naming really old ones. He probably hasn't also tried to play one in fucking years.
I played the Elder Scrolls Online one.
I think really the only, just knowing the taste of the group, I think the only one we could really sink our teeth into, but it'd have to be like a committed thing, would be like a Final Fantasy 14.
I also did try Final Fantasy 14. It's not for me. I'm not into that kind of gameplay.
Yeah, it's fair. It is very grindy, very competitive, or not competitive, repetitive.
Like the closest I can get into an MMO type game is Destiny. I really enjoy Destiny's gameplay.
We also had a fun time with Fallout 76.
I don't really consider that an MMO. I know it is one, but it's not like the traditional ones.
Yeah, but it's kind of in the same vein as Destiny. When you're
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Like, and don't get me wrong. Like, I you know, it's a tough case for me because I avoid them. I can't really just, when I look at it, I just like, you can't get me attached to it. I'm sorry. The last time I played an MMO was probably Wizards 101. 10 out of 10. Would never play again.
But I would like Terra when it was online, but
my thing with Wizards 101 too was that like a certain part of the game, it was blocked behind a paywall, and also too, when I tried to play with a friend, we were like, oh hey, let's try to meet, and we met. We were in the same exact area, and we're like, hey, where are you? Like, we can't, like, we can never. So like we kept like restarting, never met, could never find each other.
It's probably because you're on two different servers.
I was about to say 2 different servers.
yeah. So it was like, I don't know. That was stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, so we're all on the same page. Fuck MMOs.
Well, no. I'm just saying, Dune Awakening, Dune could be the MMO that brings us together.
I mean,
I would like to dip our toes in it just because we all are like in love with the Dune universe and love the movie and, you know, the books and everything. I do think it would be fun to try. I don't see it being like the one that does it for us.
Yeah,
we'll see. I did say though, I did talk about, I wish with Dune being as big as it was, I just wish they would just make a regular linear RPG, you know, fairly open game series. Just do that. You can milk as much money from that.
Exactly.
You know?
Make the fucking Witcher but Dune.
Please. Yeah, I'd love to be on a raucous first person, heavy dialogue, pretty much Fallout, but Dune.
Yeah, that's what the people want.
Yep. Yeah, so that's enough Dune talk. Let's talk about the next thing in here. That will probably be one of the biggest things we'll talk about on here.
Yeah.
That's right. It is Transformers Reactivate.
No.
No, it's oh my god, DS2.
Dark Souls 2.
Well, Dark Souls 2 was announced at a Game Awards, so.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago, almost
12 years ago.
No, it came out in 2013, 2014, somewhere there.
Okay, whatever.
But Death Stranding 2, this is a massive game. I did not expect it to be announced so soon, but at the same time, it came out 3 years ago, which feels fucked up to say.
Yeah. We've had a lot of stuff of Norman Reedus saying there's going to be a Death Stranding 2. Hideo will constantly talk about him working on projects. Then we get like, oh, Hideo is going to be at the Game Awards. You know, like, is he going to reveal something? What's going to happen? And yeah, this is like one of the biggest fucking reveals. This was crazy.
And it's peak Kojima trailer stuff going on.
Yeah,
Here.
it,
I
like,
love Kojima so fucking much because he just has a certain art to his trailers. He is a veteran when it comes to creating the best teasers.
well, it helps that he's fucking insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It helps that he's legitimately fucking insane. I'm trying to compare. Kojima to me has like the mind of like your creators of like peak, at least in my eyes, like peak fiction shit. Like one I draw a pretty easy comparison to is Hideki Anno, the creator of Evangelion.
yes.
With
Yeah.
Kojima just being full on fucking batshit insane crazy, and everything he touches is like beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and some people literally see it as like the pinnacle of the art form, and other people are like, actually, this is doo doo.
Yeah, I kind of see him as a James Cameron with Avatar.
Yeah, it is kind of like a James Cameron, specifically Avatar situation, because
Yes.
nobody was really having this conversation prior to Avatar, but like people just going full like batshit crazy. Like the reason Kojima was able to make as many fucking insane Metal Gear games as he was is because for some reason people was buying that shit, and it's kind of like the Avatar situation where it's like, well, we didn't think there'd be any more of these, but now I'm going to make 4 more because this movie made $3 billion.
And the funny thing is, both of them are making stuff for the exact same kind of person, also known as me.
Yeah, nerds. No, they're making stuff for the exact same person, which is themselves. James
Yes.
Cameron makes Avatar for James Cameron, just like Hideo Kojima makes his shit for Hideo Kojima. He uses his games as excuses to hang out with celebrities that also see him as like a fucking creative genius, that are also respective geniuses in their field. Like, you know, hanging out with fucking like Jordan Peele, for example, who is like one of the best
just to be
directors in
that
Hollywood.
room. I wish I could have hung her out just in the corner, just listening.
I would have loved to just been a fucking fly on the wall for their conversation. Well, I guess they did a podcast, so I guess we actually can like listen to that.
That is true.
I would like to listen to his podcast because he did a podcast with the director of RRR, which I'm sure is fucking super fascinating because that guy's also insane genius.
I'm just curious, like, what the hell do they talk about?
I know.
I imagine it's movie heavy, but I'm just
I imagine
curious.
it's very pop culture heavy, which is Kojima's thing.
Well, also too, it's probably a lot of creative like processes too, because I mean, what the fuck is it called? It's called like
brain structure.
Yeah. So he's probably talking like he's probably wanting to get to know, because all the people like obviously he's had on there, like you said, the director of RR, creative genius, Jordan Peele, creative genius, and I do think like Hideo Kojima is like such a just an incredible like force in person, and I'm glad that like he also like recognizes that like he is a creative genius, and having that recognized and doing stuff for himself. I think that's like, I mean, really an artist like through and through. Like I love that. And
I hope he never loses funding because I just want him to create stuff until he dies.
And he never will.
Willingly.
He's getting money from fucking everybody. Sony's gave him the fucking initial funding. He's making a game for Xbox that we saw.
I just saw Jeff Keighley hand him $100
to even appear on. He's getting money from fucking everywhere. He's allegedly making that one game that leaked that we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
He's making Death Stranding, which seemingly I would assume would launch as a PlayStation exclusive, considering they're probably funding it again. Yeah. And he's making an Xbox exclusive. The motherfucker got infinite money, essentially.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at his podcast here. Just a few people he's had on. He's had Jordan Peele on. He had Mamoru Oshii on. Has had the director of RRR, whose name I don't want to butcher. It's SS Rajamouli, I believe. Had Joseph Kosinski on, the director of Top Gun Maverick. So like he just gets all the people that are just fucking crazy on it, but like crazy in like the one. If I made a movie about planes, but it was the most batshit crazy thing you've ever seen. Also, it's a sequel to a 40-year-old movie.
And it
And-
blows the original out of the water.
Yeah, blows the original out of the water and is better in every single way. Also, the lead is the same lead from the movie 40 years ago.
And what if some of those guy characters had their shirts off?
Yeah, what if we did an extended volleyball sequence
where they wore jeans on the
football?
beach.
Yeah, where they wore jeans on the beach.
And we're
man,
just
God, Top Gun
covered.
kicks so much fucking
I love
ass.
that
Top Gun
movie.
Maverick
Top Gun
is
is
so good.
Maverick is so good. I watched the original right before Maverick, and the original's good.
It's
But
okay.
the original's like 80s good. Maverick is like just a bona fide action movie classic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But goddamn, that's such a good movie.
I
But
think we
yeah,
should actually
we
talk
need-
about the
I need to-
trailer.
yeah, I think we need to talk about it.
yeah.
So to be fair, I have not beaten Death Stranding. Colt has.
Yes.
Tanner, have you played any?
I have it installed on my PS5, ready to go.
There we go.
Fuck.
So I do know like the faces I've seen, but there's a lot of imagery in there that is completely new to me, and that's I think what makes it so fascinating is because I know like the places you probably go in the first game are probably insane, but it seems like the places that you're going in this game are even more like alien and more like not alien, but like it definitely seems like it's going to be different, obviously, than the first game because
Alien.
Alien.
It looked like they were going to fucking space. Can
Well,
we say
I
that?
think it's since the first game took place in America, the whole tagline is like, "Why did we connect? Like we should have never connected." I'm assuming with Fragile's her delivery service, you're going to join her on a trip to another continent because you see some Dune ass shit in this game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about is because there's like this opening like shot of like this huge desert with this like geometric structure. There's this long line of what looks to be cult-like religious followers. They have these tiny little effigies, maquettes, like just walking, and it looks very religious and really cool. And I saw where somebody took a still from a film that looks not exactly, but it looks like it's that scene is dedicated to that scene in that film, and it's
movie with the flying orb that kills people.
Phantasm.
That's it.
That's what it looks like, and I'm like, yeah, it totally does. And then there's just a bunch of other imagery. I mean, oh my god,
and the character designs, oh my god, and the characters that reappear, oh my god, if you've beat the first game, you know how good that shit is. Ooh, but the character designs,
because
even when like Norman Reedus showed up and he's like full like gray-haired man now.
That didn't happen in the first game, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah, so obviously there's a time skip in between 1 and 2, but like even that because
something happened in the game because in the game there is rain that ages you as it touches you.
Sure, yeah. I knew that. And but it's so funny too because this Kojima trailer is so funny because it essentially has a post-credit scene.
Yes,
which is when Norman
so worth it sitting around.
And it's so fucking good. Oh my god. I really can't say enough because that is one thing about Kojima. Say what you want about his games. His trailers and teasers, nobody I honest to God, I don't think there's anybody in any visual medium that does it as good as he does. I don't think
you may say we're dick riders, and I'll say you're right. I'll bounce on it for him. I'd do anything for that man.
Like I just don't. I don't think there's a fucking movie studio that can piece together a trailer like he can. And as far as we know, I mean, obviously Kojima Productions is a huge team. I think Kojima edits the trailers on his own.
He does.
Like he does that shit himself. So like it's just his artistic vision, like as the trailer and how it progresses, and the music and the score and everything.
Fantastic.
The man's a fucking. I don't know when he sleeps. I feel like he's tweeting when I go to bed. He's tweeting when I wake up, and when I wake up, he'll tweet like, "Just watch Black Adam. Surprised I didn't fall asleep."
Yeah. Yeah. It just looked incredible. There's like, again, there's some stuff I don't know, like Fragile. She's holding a baby, but it's not. It's a regular baby, but it has a little wings on its back that are clearly like ornament. It's not. It doesn't have actually wings, but the wings do move. So I assume it's like mechanized, like fun little ornaments. But there's just some imagery in there that like I don't know what's happening, and I'm so curious because like we get some like Colt said, there's just this foreboding vibe of like why did we connect? Should we have not have connected? I mean, the BB pod that we assumed the baby was in, it starts to flood back again. Very, very weird. There is like some more sea creature kind of imagery with tentacles also appearing in a BB pod later. There's also Troy Baker's back. I assuming it's his character from the first game. I don't know, but he's back, and it's like one of the coolest like little reveals because he's like he's literally a cyborg, a red cyborg with his organs and a little what seems to be the same stuff that he used to make the BB pods kind of floating around. He has a mask.
Yeah, wearing like a futuristic Oni mask almost.
He has a guitar.
And he has long hair similar to, if you play the game, Amelie's hair. And
yeah,
I'm very curious about that.
And his guitar looks like it's also it's like a synth kind of looking guitar, maybe with like a keytar, a keyboard guitar, but it looks like it also might be a gun. So it would be insane if we just got a scene where he's playing that guitar while also trying to kill us.
Which honestly is the most Kojima ass shit ever. Like,
I would love it.
Like,
this is a
why
theory.
else would you?
Can I throw a theory out?
Yeah.
In the world of Death Stranding, if someone dies, they explode like a nuke went off, essentially, or an atomic bomb to be more size accurate.
Yeah, it's like the they always compare it to a Big Bang because it has the same kind of signature as the Big Bang. Yeah,
I'm curious if somehow they can harness the explosion of the dead and turn it into a weapon, not necessarily creating like a bomb still, but like harnessing that power, death, into the power of a gun and using it as a weapon. I'm very curious if Kojima is going to go back to with Metal Gear Solid 5 with the destruction of the nukes and whatnot. And you're worrying about that. This Kojima, you would crazy motherfucker.
You a dog, man. What can I say?
Colt, I have a surprise for you. Guns already kill people.
No, this would be worse. It's shooting tactical nuke lasers.
Yeah, this is shooting tactical nukes. Also, he's playing Sweet Child of Mine on the guitar at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's
quick,
like
reload. God. This is my solemn swear. This is like one of my, I guess we'll probably touch on this more next banter episode, like our 2023 gaming goals. This is one of mine. I solemnly swear that I will beat Death Stranding.
Well, guess what, Tanner? I solemnly swear I will beat Death Stranding.
Goddamn right.
And guess what? If we both beat Death Stranding, maybe we do a little podcast on it.
Maybe.
I'm so down for that because I do want to replay it.
Not even about gameplay and stuff, but just talking about fucking theories and like talking about the trailers and shit leading up to it and all the theories and talk about Death Stranding 2. I would kind of like to. Okay, this is off mic, but I would kind of like to do an episode like that. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm so down. Kojima's games are the easiest to make theories about. He wants you to do that. He even tweeted out after the trailer release. He says, "Rewatch that trailer and send me your theories."
Yeah,
because maybe I'll put it in the game. My favorite part about this trailer, though, was after he was like, "Well, I kind of predicted COVID on accident, so I had to rewrite this whole game."
Oh yeah, he said he had to rewrite the whole fucking game because he didn't want to predict any more futures.
Yeah, he said I didn't want to predict any more futures, which is single-handedly like the coolest fucking line anybody has ever said at an award show.
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have any more thing to say? Because like, I mean, this trailer was crazy, and we were all like losing our shits.
I would say this is my most anticipated. We're all in agreement. This does not even sniff 2023. Correct?
Yeah, I don't think it comes out.
I don't
year.
think so.
Yeah. I mean,
it is my most anticipated of the show, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say probably doesn't even sniff 2024, but
no, it's definitely coming out in 2024 for.
I would say late 2024. Yeah, I would say late 2024.
I'm also gonna buy the next collector's edition. I want the corrupted BB. That we don't know what it is yet, but I need whatever the fuck it's gonna be.
Should mention DS2 is the working title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not called Death Stranding 2. It's just called DS2. We don't know what its full actual title will be.
Yeah, knowing Kojima, it's gonna, first of all, the 2 is obviously gonna turn into Roman numerals, duh. But it's gonna have some crazy ass subtitle, or maybe not even called Death Stranding 2, just called Death Stranding :
Europe
I
be
don't
like
know.
that.
Everybody make up Death Stranding
Snake
title
Eater.
right. Everybody make up your Death Stranding title right now, Theory.
Death Stranding, Europe's like that.
I'm gonna say Death Stranding 2, Sweet Child of Mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Death Stranding 2. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm getting something else.
Wenzel's getting a fucking communication or something.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's Death Stranded.
No.
no.
It's Death Stranding 2. That just happened.
or Death Stranding 2. Sorry for party rocking.
Yeah.
Death Stranding,
Okay.
Death Stranding 2.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
Fuck.
Death
That's pretty accurate.
Stranding. Death Stranding 2. Guitar Hero. Guitar Villain. No.
Okay, that's different enough.
No. Okay. What about Death Stranding 2? We shouldn't have connected, or Death Stranding 2. Disconnected. I don't know.
I hope he goes fucking Kingdom Hearts with it and goes like Death Stranding 2, Dis, but Dis is spelled like DYZ connected, and there's like fucking numbers in it.
Yeah.
We can all agree that the guy at the end, even if it is Higgs from the first game, his name is Guitar Man, right?
Yes.
I hope it's Keytar Man.
I hope it's Synth Guy.
Oh, I would like.
I hope it's Obama.
Do
we think Kojima has a 3D model of Obama? We can't rule it out.
I think we know. It's in the first game. What's the next game?
It is Judas. This is from the creators of BioShock.
And it looks great.
It looks great. It looks to so in this we get we have that same kind of BioShock gameplay and art style, but it looks like it takes place in space. And we're given this colorful cast of characters. I mean, we get that that just chaotic vibe to it. Yeah, it looked really cool. I think I will say the one thing that has me so interested about this too is that you have the same kind of okay, your left hand has powers basically, but with this, it looks like it opens up and you throw in a capsule and then it closes, and that's how you get your left hand powers. Yeah.
It's not as fantasy-ish as the BioShock series. It's more mechanical. Not like that.
It's definitely more high sci-fi.
Yeah.
Very
looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm. Any thoughts, Tanner?
Yeah, I'm not huge on BioShock.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Let's go.
But it did look neat. It at least held my interest. I feel like this was the game from the Game Awards that spawned the conversation. Like, all these games look the same. They are all shooters when you have magic. Blah, 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 blah. But it looked interesting enough that I will at least keep my eyes open for more details. We kind of didn't get much. Kind of just got this little teaser and said, "Oh, it's from the creator of BioShock," which is
which should say what we saw was gameplay.
Yeah, we did. And that is another thing I really liked about this Game Awards. Most stuff we saw, if it wasn't gameplay, it was at least in engine, which I really appreciated.
Yeah,
we didn't get. In fact, now that I'm thinking of it, I don't know if we got. I'm probably wrong, but I don't think we got any crazy CG only shit. So
Transformers Reactivate was
one.
Was it not an engine?
No,
that was straight up CG.
Diablo 4,
but we've seen gameplay of that before.
Yeah, we've seen gameplay. But
I
yeah,
think
we
the
can
big
move-
thing was the release date.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
coming out in June, which
Oh.
immediately was like Blizzard employees were like, "Wow, we're going to be working long fucking hours for this game to come out in June because it's nowhere near done."
Yeah, they were all crying and yeah. Anyway, also to the next game also had a siege each other, Armored Core.
Yeah, we did not see any gameplay.
No, that
Yeah.
was an engine.
Okay.
I mean, if it was, that's incredible. But no. So we get this. We get we start off with this crazy looking fucking scene. It looks like a black hole, a star's exploded. It's decimating a solar system, burning up a planet. It's so badass. Then we get this cold, just desolate world, and then FromSoft name pops up, and it's just like
Wenzel and I started screaming because we had
Yeah.
no clue it was FromSoft beforehand. Jeff
N-
Keighley just said it's a huge known company. You're gonna love it.
yeah, it was crazy. So I literally yelled, "Oh shit, oh shit," and I started laughing because I was like, "I'm sorry, that was so loud."
Yeah, and I said, "Come the fuck down in my house, you idiot."
Yeah, Tanner did say that, but no, it was crazy, and immediately we were all like, "Oh yeah, this is Armored Core," and
Yeah.
it
I
yeah,
immediately went on eBay and bought Armored Core 3 for the PlayStation
He
2.
did.
he did.
I actually have it in my possession. I got it yesterday.
It came really quick.
It came
And,
in 4 days.
But and yeah, and we get to see just this. We get this cool synth music. This looks like a very like brutal fucking metal as all hell. I assume what Armored Core is, and we see giant mechs. We see fucking giant like carriers carrying mechs. We see mech combat. It just looks so cool.
It looks so good. I've don't really care for the gameplay. I have never played them, but I've watched plenty of gameplay for the old Armored Core games. It looks too difficult for me to want to play the old games. So I'm hoping that FromSoft can take their 12 years of Soulsborne polishing and put it to work here. I know it's not going to play the same. It's not a Soulsborne game, but I know it's going to be better than the old ones.
Which I think it's interesting because there was a tweet that Tanner or Colt sent about that, but I literally watched a video talking about leaked stuff and press releases about how the gameplay and like everything about it would be working off of their success, like their decade successful format of their titles, which is the Souls games, the
Yeah.
Soulsborne games. So like for them to say it's not going to be Souls-like is really bizarre because you're
Imagine
building
it's not going to be Souls-like, and the fact it's not going to have like a Souls currency, or not Souls currency, just any currency like that you gain for defeating enemies.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
The combat
Here-
system's not going to be like it.
Here is the first details we know about it. Third-person action game, more focus on single player. This is from an IGN article. Single player focus in previous games retains mission based with heavy focus on customized mechs, which is all up all of our alleys. Boss battles are the highlight, which kind of seems like to go off of their Soulsborne stuff. Will not be Soulsborne gameplay, which I think would be kind of hard to do with fucking mechs anyways. And there is a versus/multiplayer mode planned.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
So
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it recently, me and Colt, about how like I've recently watched some gameplay of people who have emulated it to play it, and with everything that like you have to do in it, it's like even the guy who was playing it was like, this is like a huge, like, compared to the Souls games, it's like just a huge like skill ceiling. Like it's very difficult.
yeah, I kind of bought it more so for like research purposes.
Absolutely.
Just
Yeah.
to see what, I can come on the podcast and be like, hey, I actually have a workable Japanese PlayStation 2. Why don't I buy this game that's $10 and see how it works on its native hardware? So that's kind of the reason I bought it. I don't think Armored Core 3 is going to be similar to Armored Core 6 in any sort of way.
No,
But I did buy it just to see, like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, that's my thing. As I want to try it at least. And from from their, I mean, from the amount of time that's passed and stuff, I think this will be
Fun to
very
compare them.
fun to compare them. But I have high hopes for this. I think I will jump on this, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'm trying to, I don't know why I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to say. Like I have high hopes for Soft. Even though they said that, I think that it will be, this will probably be the first, um, God, what the fuck am I trying to say? Somebody take over. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm
Fires
just,
of Rubicon is the hardest subtitle there is. I'm sorry. It's just that goes so fucking hard.
it goes so hard. It goes so hard, especially with that trailer. It goes so fucking hard. It just looks really like fucking cool, and
It just looks good. It looks
it
good.
it's supposed to come out in
That's it.
2023. I'm definitely pre-ordering day one. I'm gonna play this. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. There. Sorry. Any final thoughts?
Look good.
Yeah, looks cool. I mean, cool. Yeah, I mean, really, like mechs, hugely customizable mechs, a versus multiplayer mode. That's kind of how you sealed the deal with me. I like robots. I like doing shit with robots, customizable wise.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right. Next up is Final Fantasy 16.
Yup. It's just more Final Fantasy trailers. It was already announced, obviously. Looks fantastic. I still hooked on it. I was gonna buy it since it was first announced. I'm buying it even more. I've already got the what is it? The deluxe edition pre-ordered on Amazon, thanks to Wario64.
Wait, like the big fucking
Oh
expensive
hell
one?
no! That's $350.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh fuck me. What's the deluxe edition? What comes with it?
Steelbook and the map and other like. That's pretty much it.
Oh.
It's kind of ass, but it looks really pretty.
It's kind of ass.
Those are two different statements.
It kicks ass. But it kind of
I mean,
fucking
it's
sucks.
ass in the sense that it shouldn't be that much, but
How much was it?
$100.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm not happy about, but I'm still gonna dig my toes into it.
Yeah.
Anybody else got anything to say?
I mean, what do you want me to
Looks
say?
fucking rad.
You both are the big Final Fantasy fans.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I got this to say. Let me speak my Final Fantasy truth. Looks fucking rad. It looks like we're getting back to like medieval Final Fantasy shit, which is the coolest Final Fantasy shit.
No.
Yes.
Final Fantasy VII stuff's cooler.
But that's when Final Fantasy's peak Final Fantasy. Hold on. Yeah, it looks so fucking cool though. I'm very excited. All the summons look super fucking cool in it. The music goes hard as shit. Just from the little tidbits we go. I mean, they're going full fucking epic orchestral this time, which is cool. Nomura is directing the game, which if you don't know, right, it is Nomura, right? I said that, and now I'm like, is it him? It's the Final Fantasy 14 guy.
Yes.
Cool as shit. Now that I think about it, I don't think it's Nomura. I don't remember the name though. But yeah, I'm real fucking excited for it.
I want to play it.
Say June 22nd, 2023. So that's very soon.
We should also talk about just how fucking stacked next summer is.
Yeah, it's really stacked.
Like as far like I mean, video games and like blockbuster wise, like it really seems like everybody that was making stuff during COVID is like, what if we just released it in the summer?
Yeah, summer's really stacked.
I don't know why Wenzel said it like that.
I said it like that. All right, what's next? Star Wars Jedi Survivor coming out March 17th, 2023. Very, very good trailer here. It made me re-download the first game immediately. I haven't beaten the first game, but I really want to beat it on PS5 because it has a new 60 FPS update.
So I've played a little bit of the first game, like 5-6 hours worth. This though looked real cool. I kind of got turned off on the first game because a commercial did spoil it for me. So fuck you, whoever decided to make that commercial. But this looks really cool. I actually immediately pre-ordered it after the trailer.
Just word of advice: don't watch any video game trailers other than like the reveal ones.
This wasn't a trailer. This was a commercial.
I mean, yeah, don't watch commercials.
Like it was like a hype commercial to be like, buy the game now, and it showed like one of the big story beats in it.
And this one looks really cool. What is his name? Cameron. I can't remember his last name, but he's really good.
I think
I'm
it's
very
Moynihan.
Moynihan. Very excited for him. I'm very much so looking for this game because it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
I mean, you want to go move on?
I need to play the first one. Also, I should mention too. Let's just say Cal gets a new lightsaber, and it looks fucking sick.
Yeah, it does. It looks familiar.
It should look familiar. If you haven't seen the reveal, I won't say.
Yeah, check it out.
Yeah, check it out. But it would be crazy if nobody knew and then they played the game. That would be like the craziest fucking thing to see, I bet. Oh, anyway, yeah, I'm really excited for this. Next up is Destiny 2 Lightfall. This is DLC or expansion. This comes out February 28th. Really excited because we'll actually be like active. We'll be here to around the release because we just haven't played any Destiny 2 for whenever the expansions were coming out. It wasn't only until recently that we got back into it. It's fucking awesome. And now that we know the story, we're caught up. Me and Colt are fucking excited.
Oh yeah, I love the Destiny 2 stuff. I've never hated it. I've always enjoyed it. I just did not care for the grind part of it, but
the grind sucked, but
this story's too good to not join in.
Story is really fucking good, especially that the Witch Queen stuff. I didn't realize just how fucking insane. Like I don't know why it just never clicked to me how how this is like a perfect like combination of high sci-fi and high fantasy that Destiny is, and yeah, it's really good. And with this takes place after that. We're gonna be in the last city. A lot of neon, a lot of
neon.
Looks to be a new power, and I guess we'll finally have not a showdown, but I guess like a showdown or like
more encounters with the visitor,
the witness,
because like this is not the final DLC. The next big DLC is the final one for Destiny 2's. I don't think it'd be the final Destiny 2, but it's the final one of this arc.
Yeah, because if you don't know, the witness and we already know the darkness is a big thing, but the witness is one of the biggest, most alluded to characters in Destiny, and then it was literally at the very end of fucking Witch Queen we finally get to see them, and is probably one of the fucking coolest intros in video games.
Coolest alien design Bungie's ever made.
Coolest alien design. It is, and like the voice work is so fucking good. It's multiple voices. Oh my god, it is like chills. It's another cutscene that I go back to every once in a while since we've seen it because it is so fucking good.
Destiny cutscenes have always been hard. You've sent it to me multiple times. It's the one from the base game, the Red War, where he tells fuck, what's his name?
Oh my god, I know Dominus, but
what does he say to him?
Oh, he says he says blah 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 inspires sacrifice. So why don't you go ahead and kill yourself?
Yeah, he told him to kill himself, and it was pretty hard.
Yeah. But then there's also fucking Cade dying, and right before he dies, he tells a guy, he's like, "How's your sister?" And if you don't know, Cade killed this guy's sister. So that is like the coldest fucking thing to say right before you die.
He thought he killed his sister at the time. Because the sister is still alive. You know what? Destiny's a huge story.
But let's be real though, that was a cold line.
It was cold. It was cold.
Like, oh my god. Rest in peace, Cade.
Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, Lightfire looks cool. Can't wait to play it.
Hell
Tanner,
yeah.
you have anything to say?
No, I don't.
Yeah, of course you don't.
Wow.
Because let me tell you, Tanner, right before we got back into Destiny 2, the reason why we got back into it was Tanner's like, I really want to get into Destiny 2. And we were like, okay, we'll do it with you.
No, we all came to the conclusion at the same time. I was like, wow, Destiny 2 looks really cool. I would like to get into it.
And we said we would play with you.
And then y'all played without me.
We can still play with you.
We can still play with you. That hasn't changed.
It's not like we can't do the story missions anymore just because we've done them once. The game is actually, it wants you to play the story missions over and over again. That's part of the way it functions.
Yeah. Anyway, anybody in chat, say, why don't you go ahead and tell Tanner, play with your boys.
Anybody in chat.
We're streaming it. We're not streaming us playing it, no. But
anyway, next up is we got a reveal for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Raids, which
should be out by the time you're listening to this.
It's a huge surprise.
Is it out? Is it out now?
It comes out for us as of recording tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is it looks to be where you follow a mission, a linear mission pattern, a linear mission story until you get to the very end. You fight. Do you fight a boss, Colt?
Yeah, it's a raid. Yeah,
A
you
raid.
fight some kind of
like
boss.
an actual boss.
I don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah, because there's also they give. It's so cool. I'm really excited for this because they already stated that they're going to give several raids, and they're going to be adding more in the future. But the thing is too is that to get into a raid, you have to do some requirements to have access to it.
I don't know them off the top of my head, but it's a little hard. But as soon as like one person in your squad has a key, everyone else that they invite can get in. Only one person has to get the requirements finished.
Oh, great! So y'all can invite me to play one of these raids.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't want to invite you.
Because are they? Is it a 3-player raid?
I imagine it's like a 6-player raid.
It's like more than 3.
I don't know why I thought it was 3-player only.
It's more than 3, but less than 10. If that helps you.
It's somewhere between.
Yeah, looks cool.
Raids look sick.
All right, next up, Horizon 2 DLC, Burning Shores. This comes out on April 19th, 2023. I haven't beaten the second game. I haven't beaten the first game, so there's that.
As someone that's beaten both games, this DLC is looking good. And as somebody that's anticipating the third, and I'm assuming final game in the Horizon, or at least this first trilogy, it's looking like a good setup. I'm very interested in seeing how it's going to transfer this DLC to the next game. I don't imagine they'll do more than one DLC for Forbidden West, but this is looking pretty good.
Well, especially because they have the VR game coming out too, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that's like. It's probably like canon light. I don't see how canon that's going to be.
Yeah, this looks cool. Any thoughts?
I'm excited. Gimme.
All right. This is another game that we didn't see, but we saw the screenshots of it. I'm really hyped for this. It's Hellboy: Web of Weird. It was during their pre-show where they showed this off. It's done in Mike Mignola's style, which is really cool. And yeah, I love Hellboy content, and the fact that we're getting a game in that iconic style is really cool. I've been talking about how I've been wanting like I wish there were like animated series or movies in that, but the fact that we get a game in that style,
That's so worth it. I hope it's
Worth
good
it.
because if it's good, I want to get more comic books adapted into video games.
I was gonna say that. I was like, man, like The Wolf Among Us spoiled us because now I want so many other freaking comic books adapted into games.
We haven't had a video game as good, a comic book video game as good as Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, I agree. Thanks, Martin Scorsese.
And like, oh my god, and it sucks too because like I remember there was a thing with Brian Vaughn, or sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, where somebody asked him about like adapting Saga into other media, and he was just like, nah, like it's gonna be strictly this, and if it is adapted, it will be like maybe I'm making this last part up, but it'd be years after it's done. But I know for the most part, he was like, it's just gonna be for right now a comic, and that sucks because I really think Saga would be so sick as a video game.
I think it would translate amazingly into a video game
Absolutely.
if done by the right people.
If done by the right people, absolutely. Yeah, and this looks to be really cool. I don't know the companies or the studios that are doing it, but I'm
First
really
time I
excited.
ever heard of them, but
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Really excited. But oh, any thoughts, Tanner?
Yeah, this was the game that they were showing as y'all were coming in, but I was like, they just showed a fucking Hellboy game, which I thought was just super random. Like, I did not expect that.
No, it's random, and it's like random in like a good way, you know. But yeah. Next up, Supergiant's next game is Hades 2.
Fuck yes.
It will be in early access. We did not get a release date or anything, but it will be in early access. This trailer was sick as hell. I need to play the first one, obviously with a Backlog BoyZ, so I got a backlog. But
Hades 1 is so fucking good.
It's really good.
And this looks just as good. You play as a female protagonist this time. I don't remember her name, but it looks so sick.
And instead of trying to kill Hades, it looks like you're trying to fuck up Kronos.
Yep.
Which is interesting. But yeah, God, I mean, more Hades. I'm all the way fucking down for. Hades is so good. The writing is so good. The fucking gameplay loop. So
peak character design as well.
Yeah, great character design. Which looks like it's just going to continue. From what we saw in this trailer, just looks like it's going to continue. The fucking music kicks ass. The escalation kicks ass. So fucking good. I'm interested to see what kind of story they're going to tell this time with, Kronos instead. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Also, did not expect their next game to just be Hades 2.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously Hades was a huge smash success, but just did not expect like Hades 2 to be next. Also, especially because you're seemingly not playing in hell and not doing anything involving Hades, but
it looks similar. There's a lot of environments that look similar.
Yeah, some of the environments, I guess I'm sort of like, well, if you're trying to fuck up Kronos or do something with Kronos, why didn't they just call it Kronos?
Yeah. I mean, in that trailer too, we get our protagonist fighting alongside or training with what looks to be like a witch, and I mean that didn't look like it was in hell. That looked like it was in the overworld. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the connection is here. I'm hyped. I'm hyped for it.
Gimme.
Next
Curious.
Up, it looks incredible. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Just don't let it happen again.
Next up is Transformers Reactivate. There's no release date for this. We just got a kind of
CG trailer. That's a
CG
no
trailer.
gameplay.
But I think they used actual actors, like live action.
Yeah, they did. It was strange.
It was whenever we were watching this too, we had no idea what the fuck this was because it looked apocalyptic. There was a
Had
bunch
alien
of
stuff.
yeah, a bunch of aliens flying down, attacking, and then they're starting up this robot, and we're like, oh, okay, this looks all right. Do we get to play as a robot and fuck up some like weird like angel alien shit? But then it shows then it throws out Transformers, and it's like, what the fuck?
Doesn't look anything like any Transformers stuff, if you ask me.
Yeah, and that's probably because I mean the only time we never really had a Transformers thing where like it's like post-apocalyptic, So yeah, this is new territory.
I hope it's not a fucking like a team-based deathmatch game. I imagine it will be some form of online game. I'd prefer it to be a single player game because I'd love to have
Oh yeah,
like what were those 2 games that came out on PlayStation 3 and Xbox?
War of Cybertron and
Fall of Cybertron.
Yeah, those games. I want more games like that because those ruled.
Those were awesome. And there was another Transformers game that was done in a comic book like style that was really good too.
Done by Platinum Games. Devastation. Yep. Transformers Devastation.
Yep, exactly. I was kind of hoping for that, but we'll see. We'll see how this is. Next up is Warhammer Space Marine 2 2023. We got a trailer for this during I think the summer games, correct?
Yeah, I think so.
We did. This is the first time we got gameplay. It takes place after the first one. That I played that one. It was fine. It just didn't grab me after like the first like hour I put into it. And like I put an hour into it, which is like says something, but then like after that I was just like it's just nothing. But this you have my attention. This looks sick.
So good. Like I regret missing out. I know it's a mid game. I regret missing out on the original as a kid because I thought it looked so sick, but I just never got it. And now I'm an adult and I can buy this game day one because it looks fantastic.
It looks
Warhammer's
really cool.
Always been something I've really wanted to dive into, even with like the miniature shits, like just doing Warhammer 40K has always been something I've been kind of interested in because I'm just like, man.
Yeah, I every time like I see the booklets, the miniatures and stuff, I'm like, man, this is like I remember being a kid and wanting to just get the books and stuff, not the not the novels, but specifically like the books with all of like the character or the creatures and the lore and stuff. All that. Like I just love to look at the art. The Space Marines, iconic. I want a Space Marine action figure. All that stuff is cool shit. I just never did, and now seeing this, it makes me want to like just get into the lore and stuff. And I know the books are like I think the books are like, I think for a lot of people like a good like place too, but like it just seems like a lot,
Yeah, I mean, it is a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
Ton there
because it literally the whole Warhammer universe goes from the past to the future, back and forth. So, yeah, and this looks cool. I'm excited. Final thoughts?
It sounds like we need to get into Warhammer.
It sounds like we need to get into fucking Warhammer.
All right, who wants to buy me thousands of dollars of paints and like brushes and stuff to get that ready to go?
I will say when we went to oh my god, what was the name of that fucking store? The Deep in Huntsville. They had like a whole section for like miniature paints and stuff. I'm like, this is tickling a part of my brain. I didn't know that needed to be tickled.
You have no room for anything like that.
I
don't either.
Y'all saw the picture of all these cards I have.
Yeah.
I only need one fucking hobby at a time.
All right, I know what we need to do. Let's convert Tanner's garage.
All right, let's convert it into a prayer room.
I am moving next year, so
God damn. I don't know. Like you said, so many hobbies.
I'm happy with where I'm at. I don't have to get into it.
I'll draw some stuff. Wenzel, read.
Can you draw us maybe Warhammer 50K?
Oh shit, that's just 10,000 more.
10,000. Yeah. No, I won't draw Warhammer 50K, but yeah.
Warhammer
Wenzel,
porn.
it's sounding like you're saying you're going to draw a Warhammer 50K.
Next game, so you can get out of it.
Diablo 4 comes out on June 6th, 2023. We get a really cool CG trailer where
Looks so good. I mean, it's Blizzard CG trailer. They always blow it out of the water.
yeah, and we see an angel gone to hell with his army fighting demons. I
And
don't
you see
remember.
little Diablo, or what looks to be Diablo.
Oh man, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Yeah, it looks really good. And then that's followed up by an awesome, just straight fire Halsey performance. Am I right, boys?
Yes, I love it so much. Your armor, Harsey.
Oh,
That was me. That was Halsey.
Diablo 4 is coming out in June.
Yeah. I hate Halsey.
Made by Blizzard.
Just forget about those other things. Just forget it.
Just forget about the things
just
I've
don't
done.
Remember it.
Yeah.
Just forget about what we did. Both of us have done some shit. Just forget
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, me and Blizzard. Anyway, yeah, excited for Diablo 4.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, they didn't show gameplay, but I've seen gameplay before. I've played Diablo. I love Diablo. Give me Diablo.
Diablo. All right. Next up is Tekken 8.
You didn't say it right.
God, it looks so fucking good.
It looks so good. We talked about this while we were watching it. Have always been more interested in the style and aesthetic of Tekken more
There
than
it
Street
is.
Fighter. And
You're really pissing me off, but okay.
and yeah, I will agree. I haven't really like played much Tekken or Street Fighter, but I like with the characters and stuff. I've always been more interested in Tekken. But now Street Fighter though, they're definitely going more. Street Fighter 6 is going more for also like aesthetic and style, just like Tekken. So yeah, I mean, you know, these look fun. These look good. So I'm excited. Try them out.
Yeah, because if you're not aware, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6, they're both coming out next year, and it's some crazy stuff. It's gonna be a great year. Well, we don't know for sure Tekken 8's coming out next year.
Yeah, I was about to say Tekken doesn't have a confirmed release date. I would assume they're probably going to try to get fairly close to Street Fighter. Street Fighter we know is confirmed for June 2nd.
I can see it being a fall game.
Yeah, I could definitely see Tekken being a fall game. But like Wenzel was saying, and we were talking about this while watching, like just the kind of like the style of Tekken we kind of liking more, but this Street Fighter really seems like they're going all in on fucking style and vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I speak for all three of us when I say we're always very interested in fighting games, but none of us really ever dedicate a ton of time to. I would say the one of us or none of us three do, but JoJo does.
JoJo does, yeah.
Will dedicate times to fighting games specifically. They're really into Guilty Gear Strive. I've actually played in a couple of local tournaments. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are like the two that I'm seeing. I'm just like, fuck. Like I'm gonna buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting both of them.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get both.
Oh.
I think it'd be really funny because now, especially now with us having like this new card store in town. We have a card store called One Up TCG in town. They do like fighting game tournaments like a couple of nights a week. I think it would be really interesting if we try to enter locals.
Okay.
Funny.
That
Go ahead,
We
Wenzel.
got to get good at games first.
I was gonna say, like, I think it would be really fun because I know, like I said, I would try to do Yu-Gi-Oh! Like local tournaments. I haven't found the time. I still want to do that, and I think it'd be really cool if we got good and actually tried it.
I think it would actually make really funny, like Backlog BoyZ off mic, Backlog BoyZ supplemental content. Like, be like, we're going to go enter locals of our local Street Fighter tournament.
Well, I mean, that's good content right there. You know, that's an
Yeah.
episode. Yeah, I think that would be really fun, and also too the time that like we played against JoJo, or we all played together playing Guilty Gear was
Yeah.
so fun.
Super fucking fun. Even though Wenzel cheated his ass off.
I did
but
not
that's
cheat.
okay.
I did not cheat. I beat I beat almost everybody's ass.
It's weird because you had the aimbot controller, but whatever.
Oh my god. See,
Also
I
weird
just-
because Wenzel said, if you don't let go of the fucking controller right now, I'm gonna cry.
Okay. I just love how whenever everybody is doing just a little, they're just not doing as good as they want to, or they're just doing a little bad, they have to tear everybody else down who's doing good. I just think it's so funny.
Because you fucking suck.
My ranking in Overwatch 2 says otherwise.
It doesn't make
I
sense.
knew it was gonna come up. Do y'all want to get into this now?
I mean, we can. It doesn't make sense. Wenzel and I have been playing Overwatch 2. The new season just came out. Fantastic. I'm loving it. Great. But
Why
we've
do you
been
keep
playing.
doing a Donald Trump voice?
I did not. That was just me.
No, you're
Are you
saying,
saying I'm
loving
Donald Trump?
it. You're kind of doing a Donald Trump thing.
But no, we've been playing competitive a lot. I'm really enjoying it. Other than the fact that it's insanely toxic and infuriating when you have a bad team and you don't want to be toxic yourself and say, wow, you guys fucking suck. So you don't. I don't say that in chat. I keep it to myself. I'm respectful, even though I'm saying it to myself that they fucking suck.
He doesn't say it to himself. He says it to me.
I mean,
I don't know.
I'm not putting it out into the chat, making other people feel bad about their skill.
I know,
level.
but like the thing is too is that like let's be real. Okay, Colt's kind of toxic because he's still just so upset that I have a higher ranking than him.
I'm upset not because you're higher ranking, it's because I'm so low, even though I'm performing exact same skill level or better.
See, here's the thing: is that Colt? Every time we talk about this, he always has to tear me down. Always.
I'm not saying you're bad. I'm just
No,
saying that
no,
I have
he
been
always-
performing better.
No, see, he did it again. He says that he performs better, he's doing better, and then whenever he talks about me, he's like, Wenzel is just doing shit. He calls me a slur. It gets really bad. I've submitted multiple complaints to HR.
Wenzel's lying.
And
Wenzel's
I would
lying.
just like to tell you, Colt, since this is the perfect time to announce it, me and HR, we've talked about it, and you're being banned for 30 days for hateful conduct.
You can't ban me.
Fuck. Yeah, you can't really argue with that.
No, it's really funny. Because
I would also like y'all to keep in mind the first time they bring this up to me is at my birthday lunch, and they're just like, "Yeah, I'm better at Overwatch than Colt," and Colt's like, "What the fuck?"
Because it's bullshit. I shouldn't be ranked so low. I mean, it's not a low rank. It's silver 3, which at least I'm not bronze, even though when we first did our last seasons, I was fucking bronze for some reason.
It was I'm with Colt. Like Colt should not be as low as he is because like Colt said, we're doing about the same. Or I mean, there's been several games where he's doing just insane numbers. That is like that is a fact. Like we are. I definitely believe I deserve my rank that I am, but I think Colt needs to be higher because whenever we first did this, I got like silver 5. Colt got bronze, which was bizarre. And then we've been playing again for this new season, and immediately, as soon as we get our first placement, I get gold fucking 5, and Colt gets silver silver 4, and it's just like, what the hell? It does not make sense, honestly. I mean, I'm proud of my ranking, but I mean, Colt needs to be up there with me, because we are probably some of the best fucking support in the game. Because, like Colt said, what?
I just said, "Whoa!" You say you're the best, some of the best supports in the
We're
game.
really good supports, and we just have very dumb teammates.
Well, I mean, I'm saying we're one. Like that doesn't mean that like we're the best. I'm saying we're one of the best. Like, or we're two of the best, because literally nobody wants to play support. So me and Colt play support because it's so necessary. And when we do it, we are working our asses off, and it's insane. Like we're really good. That's not like, I'm not joking. Like we're so fucking good. And
We are pretty good.
and
I
yeah, and
raised
like,
y'all to be good.
and like me and Colt as a support duo, that's fucking awesome. Like, come on.
Yeah, because my main is fucking. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? Baptiste.
Baptiste.
I love Baptiste.
and I love Zenyatta.
And
And-
with the combination of his orb with my like fire rate and damage output, we can destroy some people.
Yeah, like for real. Like I oh my god. And it's so funny too, because like I wish they would show our rankings, because like Colt said, we will get in there and our teammates sometimes will just be ass, or they'll be so toxic. They'll be like, oh, it's our support's fault. It's like, really? Because we're doing
keep running in there and killing yourself, essentially, not
Exactly.
falling back, not grouping up with your team. It's
You are-
frustrating.
you are not protecting your healers, and you are not doing the objective. It's your fucking fault. Like, if you're not doing two of those things, then it's your fault. And also too, we are almost always 99% of the time doing better healing numbers than the enemy team.
Yep.
So yeah. Oh yeah, in my current rank, by the way, I got gold 5, but then we played again, I got gold 4, and then we played again, and then I got gold. I'm currently at gold 1 right now.
It's fucking
then-
stupid.
And then like and Colt, because we had a really bad just streak of games last night. Colt has been constant silver 3.
Yeah, just sitting there. But I genuinely think if I switch over to attack, I can get to fucking gold easily.
No, you would definitely get gold, because Colt is just insane as Symmetra.
like I'm a good healer, but I'm a way better tank and attack than I am a healer.
Like I personally, like, I've always done attack, and if I had to, I mean, I would do tank, but since now I've swapped over to, or now that I've actually done support, support's my go-to. I love doing support.
But yeah, that's Overwatch 2. Like, you want to throw out, I mean, we skipped over it. Here's some wild moments from the Game Awards.
Yeah.
Christopher Judge's long ass speech whenever, I think it was the best performance. Yeah.
For best performance, it was very beginning of the fucking show.
Literally
does
the
a-
first fucking thing.
He does a speech, and like, okay, we're listening to it, but you know, whenever they do this speech, I mean, not to say that like it's not important, but we were just looking at our phones because we were like, okay, this gives us some downtime. But then after 10 minutes, he's still going.
Yeah, we look up from Twitter all at the same time. We're like, he's still talking, huh?
And I think that's another thing too, is like he's still talking and we can't follow him because we didn't realize
He's
he was gonna,
mumbling and like speaking super slow.
and he's trying not to cry.
Yeah, I
He
don't
go-
blame him, but I also said, okay, bud.
And it's so funny too, because they played him off, and he makes like a tweet where he says that also I didn't get to say thanks to these people, you know, they cut me off. I'm like, motherfucker, how more did you have to say? I'm sorry, but that was a 30-minute long speech. It was like,
Well-
Jesus Christ.
Also, too, as they're playing him off, he just gets louder.
Yeah, he does.
He got a little bit more powerful for a minute.
Yeah, he does.
Which
like
he has a
um,
powerful voice, so he probably could have screamed at the top of his
He
lungs, and
could've.
we would
He-
only hear him.
he matches the tempo of the music so that like it sounds like he's like giving like a it kind of has the same vibe of Rocky whenever he says that one speech where he's like,
Adrian!
no, that's the one where he's like you get hit but you get back up or whatever
Yeah,
that one is.
yeah.
It's like that. That's what kind of felt like. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Before we get to the I know the next part I put on here, but let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about we did kind of talk about it. Halsey performance for Diablo 4. That was unexpected. Yeah,
I
boo,
don't like
Halsey.
that.
Halsey sucks. She's a terrible person.
Diablo 4. Oh,
but
Diablo 4.
But let's talk about the real wild moment. Fucking Animal.
Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
he was going beast mode. He told
Animal's
Kojima to
sick.
put him in his game.
He did.
I like too how everybody was kind of in agreement. Even me, I made a tweet saying like, yeah, Hideo, you need to put Animal in DS2.
He actually tweeted, hold on. Let me find the tweet. Jeff Keighley tweeted it today. Apparently Animal has a Twitter account.
Okay.
This is what Animal said. Animal said, Jeff Keighley said, I miss Animal. Wonder how he's doing. Animal tweets back. And this is Animal's official account at Electric Mayhem. Good. How you? How Kojima, game time soon, and then he signed to Animal.
Fuck, that is so good.
That's great. Wouldn't it be the most wild shit though that Hideo puts Animal in there? I mean, obviously he'd probably put him as like a fucking Easter egg or like a doll or something, but
Yeah, but like I'm trying to think like how the legal hoops that Kojima
Well, yeah,
to
he
get
would
a
have to go
fictional
through.
character.
Well, he would have to go through fucking Disney.
Yeah.
oh, dude. Fucking never mind.
Just let us do it for the bit.
Please.
Yeah, just let Kojima get a little bitty.
Please. But
And also there's the time that this fucking place got crashed.
by Crash? Question mark? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot showed up. Everybody thought maybe it was gonna be gameplay for the new Crash game,
Oh, Crash Bandicoot 5. Ooh.
but nope, it was for a Crash fighting game.
Team fighting game. Fucking I do not care. As soon as this got shown, I was like, okay, maybe it'll be a new Crash gameplay. No. It was new gameplay, yes, but for a game I do not care about. Not
Yeah.
interested.
Everybody was pretty upset. Tanner the most.
He did
Yeah,
cry
I
a lot.
actually cried.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm still paying for Fortnite Crew.
What the fuck?
I don't know why you're complaining. You get good shit.
Yeah, you got a lot of V-Bucks and skin and it's in your locker.
Yeah.
I guess
So you can buy stuff. Anyway, let's talk about the last thing, the last wild moment, the absolute heinous shit that happened.
It's the most frustrating after the fact of like learning all this stuff about this kid and like learning fake shit about him because there was a whole shit show. Just say it.
I'd like to thank my Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
No, Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
My bad. Yeah, so at the very end of Elden Ring finally getting their Game of the Year award, Miyazaki's speaking, they're thankful and everything, talking about like just how much they appreciate it and stuff. Like the show's ending, everybody's clapping.
And the
but
music
then-
was playing them off like it was over.
But then this one fucking kid comes up, and he's actually been in the background behind them the entire time. He comes up and says, like Colt said, that line, and everybody was like, "What? Is that legit?" But no. Well, it is legit, but it was not planned because this kid snuck up on stage to do this, and just the wild set of events that happened afterward is what makes this like such a also a wild moment too.
Yeah, because like it was on Twitter, it was like wildly spread that this kid was on like some InfoWars shit, like a Nazi anti-Semitic dog whistle. Which, to be fair, what he did say was a little sketchy. I don't fully understand it.
Like everybody, I mean, everybody rightfully was like, that sounds like an anti-Semitic dog whistle, and I mean it.
Turns out he is a Jewish boy because Jason Schreier interviewed him, and he spoke to him in Hebrew, and apparently the boy, he understood him, and he pretended he didn't understand him after the fact. It was a strange thing.
It's very strange. Also, Jason called him a Jewish prankster.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And we just get this whole like thread of like, okay, this kid, he's not these things, but at the same time, he's more. He's
still a little shit.
He's
just a little shithead 15-year-old that thinks he's edgy and was trying to pop his Discord. It's pretty much what it boils down to.
Yeah. I have it on here. He's a shit stain edgelord, but guess what he is? Because there's like a bunch of things where it's like, okay, he's been on other news organizations where he's basically kind of doing the same kind of trolling edgelords type of humor.
But some of the stuff's not even trolling. It's like talking about Hong Kong independence and stuff, like actual like decent causes. And
if you go on his Twitter, you can see he's been like a good person.
Yeah, like very like again, keep in mind that this is a 15-year-old. So, but he has like 3-year-old tweets from when he was fucking 12, talking about like free Hong Kong and like stop like Asian American hate and all that, especially at the start of COVID. It's like really weird that he just gets up here and he's like, you know what? I do think Bill Clinton controls the world. It's real fucking weird.
It's like he has so many good causes that he is actually behind, and he's on his biggest platform, arguably his biggest platform he'll ever have in his life, and he just fucks it up by being weird and saying like an edgy thing. You could have said something so much more important, but you decided to say something stupid.
Or, hear me out, could have just not went up there.
Yeah, I think it was extremely disrespectful. I wouldn't have done it in the first place. It takes to the people that were happy about Elden Ring winning. I was very happy. I was like, hell yeah. But as soon as that kid said that, everyone forgot about Elden Ring winning. It was all about that kid saying it. It took away the spotlight from them. I mean, I know Elden Ring did perfectly fine on its own, but it still took the spotlight away from Miyazaki and the developers at that moment.
Well, yeah,
it was just extremely disrespectful.
Because I was telling Colt this, that you have the Oscars, the Grammys, you have all these prizes, for books, for movies, for music, like all these different like award shows and everything. And then you have probably what is like what Tanner has said previously, like the Game Awards has gotten so much like bigger and better. And it's like one of the few moments where video games are actually celebrated and taken seriously, because even today, even in 2022, people still do not take video games seriously. They don't see it as art. They see it as something for kids. Like it just baffles me that people still think that, to have that idea. And then the fact that like this one moment where video games can be celebrated on such a big stage in front of so many people for just one night, like, and then this kid is like coming up and like thinking like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be, this is the place to do this. This is the place to just be a troll. This is great. This is the best place. Not the Oscars, not the Grammys, nowhere else. Here. Like, yeah, okay. Good job. I'm glad.
I don't know. It was weird. It's kind of why I don't think these award shows in general should be open to the public. It's weird.
Like, you had to pay to get in, didn't you?
No, yeah. I think he said he snuck in.
Like, what the? You need better security there.
Well,
Jeff.
because that was another thing too, is that like, so there was like several like receipts of somebody who knew him, of them talking in chat of like, holy shit, I got in, snuck in. And then also too, I remember Jeff talking, or there's a thing about Jeff talking to security, which it's also funny because the kid also got arrested, by the way. Should mention that. But there was
but they released him because he is a kid.
They released him because he didn't really do anything, like, obviously.
Yeah, honestly didn't do anything illegal.
Yeah.
No.
Like getting up there. But like at the same time too, like you have to have better security, because what if somebody went up there and actually said some like vile shit?
Yeah, some vile shit, or did something really bad.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. And also too, I think it's funny because Hideo sent a gift to Jeff saying, I'm glad you didn't get arrested, which is like, we think that maybe Hideo misunderstood the situation, but we all love to think that Jeff was going fucking off on this kid, and that they almost had to arrest him because he was gonna.
Yeah.
I like to think of it's like that one Vince McMahon clip where he says, "Lead him, take me to him, take me to that piece of shit. I want to see him."
Yeah, I like to think that Hideo Kojima, an animal, had a whole Jeff Keighley back from just decking this 15-year-old in the face.
Animal talks in like a normal voice, like, "Hey, Jeff, calm down, Jeff.
It's me, your best friend, Animal, Jeff."
And Jeff is like foaming at the mouth with his veins popping out. He's like,
his fucking shirt's off.
I can tell you one thing: this next year's show, there's gonna be snipers in the rafters.
Yeah.
Shit like that happens again, nuh-uh.
And Jeff is like, if there's anybody that feels out of place, you
take the shot.
Right, you have the right to kill them on site.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen.
That's what's gonna happen. And Jeff will be like, I'm carrying a gun myself.
Jeff shows up next year, fucking just shoots the gun in the air.
He's like, a warning shot.
He's like, do I have your attention now? Jeff becomes the Joker, obviously. Do I have your attention now?
I love how we've made Jeff into this just
The Joker.
Nobody
Joker.
cared about me until I started hosting the Game Awards.
no.
And now here's a little world premiere.
Sorry, I'm laughing so loud.
Oh, there's one more like wild moment that's not on the doc. Al Pacino just came on stage and says, "I don't even play video games."
Fucking forgot about Al
I
Pacino.
forgot about Al Pacino. To be fair, Al Pacino didn't have a 30-minute long speech, so
No, he was
No,
there. Well, he did have a long intro.
Also, he was on stage the whole speech.
I would like.
He tried to walk away, but Christopher Judge like said, "Come here, give me a hug," and they hugged.
We hugged, and then Christopher Joe's like, "Please stay up here." No, he didn't say that. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Al Pacino's so fucking old, so I don't blame him for being up there for so long. But at the same time, he shouldn't have been up there for so long.
It was definitely his grandkids that got him up there. It has to be.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool that he was there, though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, that's the Game Awards. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the Game Awards. I think it was the best Game Awards we've had in years, possibly ever. It was a really good
easy,
show.
easy.
Easy peasy.
Always a good time. Even the bad Game Awards, personally, I still enjoy them.
Yeah, that's true. Me too.
Y'all want to hit the news? There's only one thing for the news.
Hello, I'm ready for it.
Okay, I didn't know if no one
I was
said
talking,
yes.
and for some reason, Discord wasn't just okay.
PlayStation is fighting the shit out of Microsoft's Activision deal.
Do y'all want me to kind of like go into the details of this?
Yeah,
I have actually
ahead.
been closely keeping up with it.
No, thank you.
So if you don't know, Microsoft earlier this year, or maybe even late.
It was
last year,
earlier this year, I think.
Okay. Announced that they were buying Activision, which is Activision, Blizzard, and King. Buying all that shit and essentially, gonna own all that shit, which includes, among other things, Candy Crush, World of Warcraft, Call of Duty. Call of Duty being the big one here. And Sony has gone out of their way to saying, well, actually, Microsoft monopolizing this is bad for us because Call of Duty is the only FPS, essentially, is what they're saying. So then, and obviously, when you have a merger of this size, you get investigated by the government to be like, well, actually, does this monopolize this industry? Which it doesn't, but does a deal this big need to happen? Probably not. But that's neither here nor there. So Sony says like some of the most out-of-pocket shit ever about like, well, if they take away Call of Duty from us, we're just not going to be able to compete in the first-person shooter market. And they're going to be driving down our sales and this, that, and the other. And it's going to ruin gaming as a whole. So Microsoft has like gone out of their way and said, well, we'll make a 10-year commitment for Call of Duty to be multi-plat still, and we'll even make a commitment for Call of Duty to be on Switch, which I actually think would be detrimental to Call of Duty, weirdly.
Yeah.
Well, now the FTC is suing Microsoft to block the deal. So, I mean, it's going to be cooking for a little bit. I don't think it's really going to hold.
Don't forget, Microsoft also came out and said, well, Sony's just trying to stop us from growing. They're trying to make it to where we're so weak and we have no place in this gaming world.
Yeah.
Even though if they did not buy Activision, they'd be perfectly fine. They'd be perfectly competitive. It's like, honestly, since they've bought them, I mean, it's not fully gone through.
Yeah,
it's no difference. It's no difference.
Well, it's no difference because they don't own it yet.
I know, but there's no point. Like, even if they didn't buy it, they'd still be as competitive with Sony as ever. Yeah, they have Bethesda. I feel like Bethesda was a greater purchase than Activision, but it's all about money.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
you have to look at it
huge.
as dollar signs because the Bethesda deal was huge, but also buying all that fucking IP that is under the Activision umbrella. I mean, just buying Call of Duty alone. I mean, you're talking about multiple hundreds of $1 million a year. And so it is a bigger deal, but Sony's being weird about it, and then Microsoft is also being weird about it in response.
I just think it's dumb. Just guys, I just want to play Call of Duty on whatever console I want. That's all.
I play Call of Duty on my fucking Ouya.
Yeah. It's
But
just
yeah,
a whole dumb situation.
So it looks like it's going to be held up a bit longer. It definitely will not be finalized by the end of the year at this point. Which I think is what Microsoft was hoping for. But yeah, it's just like because does anybody remember the number they bought Activision for?
A fuck ton. It was billions.
Oh yeah, it's billion. How much did Microsoft buy?
80 billion?
It's some absurdly large, $68.7 billion, or $69 billion.
A whole lot.
Jesus Christ.
And
yeah.
Bethesda was only 8 billion.
Yeah. Only, yeah. Yeah, and yet, so this was announced on January 18th of this year. So we're talking about, it's almost been a full year already. So yeah, it's just Sony trying to block it, but like personally, I don't think a deal like this should go through. I do think will end up being detrimental.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think anyone should buy anyone anymore unless it's like developing a small indie studio. I think that'd be cool. Like buying more indie studios to like support indie small creators.
Or, I mean, like I said,
not necessarily buying them, but like funding them.
Sure, yeah, and Microsoft does do that, but it's also like the Bethesda deal arguably was already like a very large acquisition that maybe should have been looked into a little bit further. This Activision one though is kind of fucking crazy.
It is.
Wouldn't it be crazy if Disney was just like, you know what, we'll buy Activision?
Yeah, it would be crazy.
Can you not hear me anymore, Wenzel?
I'm joking. Jesus
Oh my
Christ,
God.
guys.
Confused.
That doesn't make any sense. That's not a joke.
You were DMing it.
What do you mean it's not a joke? Yeah, it is a joke.
I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? Wenzel can't hear Colt.
No, because Tanner said, "Are you coming on, dumbass?" That was like 3 hours ago. And then I said, Jesus fucking Christ, Colt, where are you?
Okay.
What do you mean? Oh, can you not fucking look at the chat?
I thought
Why
you
would I read the last message in our DM when we're talking and doing a podcast?
That is that.
But okay, wait a minute. If you typed a message, then you had to have looked at the chat.
But I'm assuming you're starting a different conversation. I'm not thinking it's a continuation of the conversation 3 hours ago.
Because we're currently talking to each other.
We have done this bit before, though.
I know we've done it, but I wasn't thinking of that bit because I was thinking we were talking. This Microsoft deal's stupid.
God damn.
Wenzel, do you have any thoughts?
I don't fucking care. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
So Wenzel wants monopolies.
Yeah, Wenzel loves Monopoly. Speaking of Wenzel,
we got to come back to you.
Wenzel said something at the end of last month.
We said we said we wouldn't have time for this. So
no, I think we have a little bit of time for it.
We got time for this. This could be the last.
Yeah,
thing.
I think we have a little bit.
Wow, what are you talking about?
Wenzel said at the end of last month's banter episode that he had a bit of a gaming
challenge.
Yeah, I guess we can call it a challenge.
He wanted to platinum Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
get the Pokédex fully completed for Pokemon Scarlet Violet. Or
wanted the platinum Ragnarok. Wanted to beat Paparazzi. I believe that's it.
I think that's yeah.
Wenzel, we just want to do a little quick check-in. How's that going?
Where are you?
None of you got that right. I'm glad.
Okay, literally, and he wanted to beat Scorn.
Yeah. Yeah, so those were my challenges. I mean, I've beaten Modern Warfare 2 campaign. I need, what was it? I need 2 trophies for that to get the platinum.
And they're hard.
But well,
Or one of them's hard.
one of them's hard. Literally, the other trophy I need is 3 trophies. I need 3 trophies. Because one of the trophies I need, 2 of the trophies are really easy, so simple. But one of the trophies literally is so fucking hard that it completely discouraged me. I still want to try to do it, but it makes me so sad. God of War, haven't touched it, so you already know that. Scorn, haven't touched it. Pokemon Violet, I'm about halfway through the game. And Paparazzi, have not touched it.
Which reminds me, y'all need to get on that Pokemon and beat it, because it is not a short game.
No,
I just
I'm
said I'm
like
halfway.
Wenzel. I'm about halfway through.
I'm more so talking to Tanner.
Well, I just got caught up with birthday, and it will be beat. I mean, obviously, I'm going to beat it before we record, but
Because what we're going to do for when we do the review, we're going to beat the 3 storylines, which is necessary to get the real ending of the game.
yeah.
So I just letting you know that, Tanner.
Yeah.
It took me 47 hours to beat it.
Yeah, that's fine. We're not recording it till like the 23rd, so we're
That's only 10 days away.
plenty.
Also, I
Alright.
should mention too, I don't really I think the acquisition thing is a bad idea too.
Oh, thanks, Wenzel, for fucking.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Man, you're a little funny goober.
I am. I just try to have a little joke and everybody flips the fuck out.
Because I thought it was
Um,
fucking up, because it has been a little cutting out here and there, so I thought it was fucking up.
So Wenzel, you said you're only about halfway through Pokemon. How's that full Pokedex coming?
Oh, I have like last time I played I had 300.
Hell yeah.
Are you
Exactly.
serious?
Yeah.
God damn.
It's
okay.
really easy to fill it out. It's
really
actually,
easy. Yeah.
getting
yeah,
the
no.
last Pokemon is actually the hardest part of it.
Yeah, no, Tanner, don't try to pull anything on me. Don't.
All I'm waiting
Because
on
I'm
is
putting on the fucking work.
Wenzel's exclusive Pokemon, and then I can trade him my exclusive Pokemon.
And Wenzel, how's Paparazzi?
I said I didn't touch it. I haven't touched it.
Oh. Well, okay.
Vampire Survivors is really fun. I've put like 20-something hours in it. Fantastic game.
I think I have 15 hours on Steam. I think I have 6 or 7 hours on Xbox. And my wife got me an iPad for my birthday, and I immediately downloaded Vampire Survivors on there, and I already got about an hour in it.
It's a fun ass game.
It's good as shit. That I've been on the vampire. I will say I was on the Vampire Survivors train before either of these two. Wenzel still hasn't played it. Fuck them. But holy shit, that's a good video game. It's so good. It scratches every itch in my little brain.
It's so simple, but
Garlic's the best power up. Colt, do you agree?
Garlic is really OP, fully upgraded, but I also really like the Bible.
Oh, Bible's a good one. Bible's a good one.
Yeah, Fortnite Chapter 4, fantastic. Just came out a few weeks ago. Really enjoying it. Gerald is in it. Gerald, Gerald Ford and Doomslayer. The iconic duo. They fought in hell in Doom Eternal.
And Deku's going to be in it.
Yeah, Deku's in Fortnite.
This week
are coming.
from My Hero Academia. That's this week,
Yeah.
isn't it? Isn't it the 16th that they're doing that?
I think so.
It should be this week or
Fuck, Mr. Beast is, if you're listening to this day or released today, isn't he?
I think so.
should be. It's either this week or it's gonna be this month. It's gonna be this month.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I'm thinking. They said.
Yeah. Because
December.
yeah, like Colt said, this season's really cool. New chapter. Battle Pass, new Battle Pass layout. It's still the same. You kind of buy what you want from it, but you have to unlock stuff for the next page.
All banger skins. Like
all this character skins are awesome. Yeah, all of them are great. Fucking
there's
the
a new
age-
hammer.
there's a new hammer. Hammer.
The hammer that you can fly around the map on.
Oh yeah, the new weapon. Sorry.
That the fucking thing that everyone's using this season.
The map is really pretty. They're using Unreal Engine 5 now. It just looks gorgeous. It's
Oh yeah, if you're playing on next gen or a high end PC, you're enjoying, you're feasting.
yeah, it's insane. It's cool. Geralt is part of the bonus stuff, I believe, and then Doomslayer is part of the regular battle pass.
Yeah,
but
very
he
early.
Also, yeah, he has like 2 additional skins, but then there's also some hidden stuff we haven't seen yet. Really cool. There's this anime-esque character that's really cool. There's the ageless guy, the knight. He looks sick. Everybody looks so good. Tanner said, Mr. Beast is going to be in the game. Hulk is finally going to be in the game.
Hulk's in the game.
Oh, he's in the game. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Deku will soon be in the game, but also we should mention that in the fucking event, it was really cool because you see what looks to be a All Might pickaxe. So
yeah,
there's probably going to be some other My Hero characters as well. Also, there will be My Hero probably weapon in the game as well.
Yeah, Detroit
there
Smash.
It's
Yeah.
the Smash, and you can actually
Yes.
hear the anime voice line. And thank God they did the Japanese one and not the Detroit Smash.
Yeah, it's really cool.
What? Because I assume it's going to be similar to Naruto and Dragon Ball, where it's going to be 4 characters. I know we've kind of talked about this off podcast, but what 4 characters do you think they're going to add?
Deku, All Might, Itadori. Nope, wrong one. Fuck, what's Fire Ice guy?
Todoroki.
Todoroki. Maybe
And
Endeavor.
Bakugo, right?
Or Bakugo.
I think it's gonna be Deku, All Might, Eraserhead, and if they wanted to, I mean, other 2 students would probably be Bakugo or Todoroki. They could do Endeavor. They if they wanted to be bold and do villains, they could do fucking Shigaraki or the first Nomu. But I think they'll just do heroes for this first batch.
Yeah, I feel like if it's like Naruto, I feel like we'll get a heroes batch and a villains batch.
Yeah, that's probably how it would be.
Yeah, very, very excited for that as well. Yeah, and then there was also like since there was a new update for the Winterfest stuff, that's really cool.
Free presents every day up to I think the first of the year for 2023.
Yeah. And there's also some files for new character skins. They look really cool.
So good.
They look so sick. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm having a great time. Also, chat, tell Tanner to jump back on Fortnite.
Yes, because Fortnite.
I got to. I'm sure I got a ton of V-Bucks.
Yeah, you do. You didn't even play when you bought your fucking Dragon Ball Z characters months ago.
I literally got on, updated to buy the Dragon Ball Z characters.
Chat, call Tanner an asshole for not playing with us.
Yeah. He hates us.
Call me a baka.
Baka.
Colt, don't.
You told me to do it.
No, I don't.
Oh my
All right.
God.
Next up is the Overwatch 2 season.
We talked about it. Very cool. But we didn't talk about him.
We talked about competitive. We didn't talk about the season. The battle pass and stuff.
Yes, actually, you're right. Go.
Yeah, I am right. Thank you.
You're not right anymore because you're mean.
Anyway, yeah, the battle pass, really cool. We get skins for Echo, which finally, I don't have any skins for her, and we get this really cool. Is it what is it? Legendary? Is it legendary or epic?
Purple.
It's a purple skin. It's really, really cool. So I'm glad about that. Obviously, you get first access to Ramatra, the new hero. But before we talk about Ramatra, again, I got to talk about also Soldier 76. He gets a Common Rider skin.
Looks so good.
One of the best skins.
Looks fucking rad.
Anna gets a skin. It's all right.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, who else?
Junker Queen's the mythic.
Junker Queen's the mythic. She's Zeus. It's really cool. There's a myth, Greek mythological.
That's the theme of the season.
That's the theme. Except for Echo, her skin is music related, but it's really cool. And also Anna is not mythological either.
It's like a artifact finding person.
Oh, like an archaeologist.
Yes, yeah.
That's what it is. Oh gosh, I think. Fuck. There's a Pharah skin, which is really cool.
It looks so good.
So cool. And then I think there's a McCree skin, right?
No.
Oh, Farah's in the same position as she was last time.
Yeah.
Who is it? Oh my god, there's a terrible Symmetra skin.
It's so bad. It's like a very bad Matrix skin. I
It's
love
so
Symmetra, but this is the worst Symmetra skin in the entire game.
I'm sorry, this ain't it. They don't give you any Overwatch points or Overwatch tokens, which is funny because everything's so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
But Ramatra, we get his cool Poseidon skin. But let's talk
Sick.
about Ramatra. Ramatra, the new hero, he is a tank. Every time I've played as him, I fucking killed it. I love him. He's probably my new favorite tank. No, he is my favorite tank. No, I love him. He's powerful.
He's hard to get a hold of, like when you first play him, but once you get used to him, he's really fun. And as long as you have a good healer, you're gonna be having a blast.
Yeah, and if you know how to counter him, you'll be fine. I think he's balanced right now, but they're either gonna have a nerf or a buff for him. And if it's minor, I think he'll be fine.
I think it'll be in his attack form, he has a blocking ability that you can use infinitely. And it turns every single enemy ult into just like getting poked. It's not even fair how OP that block is. So I imagine it's going to be his block that gets nerfed first.
Yeah, probably. But no, he's really cool. I love his base skin. It is, in my opinion, a really good hero or a really good character design. But his Poseidon skin is sick. His tank form is really cool. Yeah, definitely, Tanner, you need to hop on with us when you get a chance.
I know. Just add it to my fucking pile.
And then Doomfist is now overpowered as shit, and I hate him.
Yeah.
No, don't say that. Doomfist needed a good buff.
Tanner, you need to get on before they nerf him next week.
Yeah.
Because he's getting tweaked.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, Cole has a major problem with him. I think he's fine. If they do nerf him, I hope it's minor. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's the meta now, but he might be a little too powerful for some people.
Me.
Yeah. So that's been Overwatch 2, having a blast.
Great season.
There's also a Winterfest.
Just came out today as of recording. Haven't played any of it, but you can get a free Brigitte skin along with some other shit. But the Brigitte skin's what's the really important thing.
Yep. And we're going to be getting some, obviously, some mythological skins in the shop too. Excited for those. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
We don't have to talk about the last thing, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's been your banter episode.
Unless, Tanner, you want to talk about the last thing?
Yeah. Give me that.
Tanner?
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this episode of the Backlog Boys. As a reminder, December the 28th, we will have our Pokemon Scarlet and Violet episode out, breaking down that whole game. But if you
spoilers for it.
What'd you say?
We're gonna have spoilers for it. Spoilers.
Full spoilers, everything. But if you want something to like wet your whistle beforehand, you can go listen to our Last of Us Part 1 and our Last of Us Part 2 episodes. It's about 10 hours of content for you to listen to, literally. So go check those out. You can follow us on Twitter at Backlog BoyZ Pod. You can follow me on Twitter at Tanner1495. You can listen to the whole AYCH network of podcasts. Follow at AYCH Pod. Follow at at AYCH Podcast, and then follow at AYCH Extra for all that, and at Cajun Greatness. You can listen to Cajun Greatness. You can listen to the main AYCH show, Non-Canon Files, Cinema Grimoire. Follow Ultraman Files. Listen to Ultraman Files. And it's good shit. A lot of good podcasting going on over here in our neck of the woods. 2023 going to be crazy.
Having a blast. We're gamers.
We are gamers.
Well, my name's Colt. Follow me on Twitter at ColtD00. I love to game. Do you love the game? Respond in the comments below. There's no comments.
Thank you for listening. I'm Wenzel. You can follow me on Twitter at WenzelWilkie. You can follow our Instagram at Word of Wenzel. You can also follow my Bookstagram, Wenzel Banters, where I talk about books. You can go to my store, worldofwenzel.bigcartel.com, where I sell prints and stickers. You can go to my Ko-fi, my Goodreads, and my link and my letterbox are on my Linktree. Links for everything is in there for in my bios and stuff. Again, thank you for listening, and yeah, hope to see you next year, and we'll play more games, and hopefully all the games that I put out my challenge I will beat before the end of the year. Thank you.
So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays.
Yeah, everybody have a good holiday. We'll again, Pokemon episode coming out December 28th will be our last episode of the year. And then we'll probably announce our beginning of the year plans in that episode as well. So ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Bye.